Right now, you can save 20% off Truck Stop Load Board Pro for 6 months. The best tool for serious carriers. Don't miss out. Click the link in the description to get 20% off Load Board Pro for 6 months. Need capital to grow your business or cover unexpected expenses? Rock Financial has your back. Whether you're looking for a flexible line of credit, a fast cash advance, or tailored working capital solutions, Rock Financial makes it simple to get funded, often in as little as 24 hours. No hidden fees, an easy application, and real support from people who know the business. Ready to take your hustle to the next level? Tap the link in the description to get started with Rock Financial today. Wish insurance was this easy? With LogRock, it's like magic. Real coverage appears when you need it. No tricks. Get covered now. Click the link in the description.
Warning: the following content contains strong language and may not be suitable for children. This content is primarily for adults, as this is a trucking channel and truckers have filthy mouths. Please don't tweak if I say. Viewer discretion is advised.
Sweet.
What up? What's up? What up? Good afternoon. Come on in. Make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, turn on all post notifications if you're in need of commercial insurance for your semi-truck, box truck, cargo van business. Link pinned in the description below for LogRock. Up for renewal, looking for a cheaper commercial insurance solution. This next go around, make sure you click that link in the description below for LogRock, official sponsor of the channel. Come on in, make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Turn on all post notifications.
Sweet.
What up? What up? Ah, man, here we go. Here we go. What's the day? December 30th? Oh, man, shout out to everybody that was in here for the late night. We did a late night last night till about 3. Shout out to the people that was in here last night. Had a good conversation, I think. What was it? Was it Mr. Muhammad? Shout out to Mr. Muhammad last night. Had a good conversation with him. And we back for the afternoon show. I like this 12 o'clock slot. I like this better than 1. I think we're going to keep this 12 o'clock slot. Make sure you hit that like button. Come on in. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. Shout out to Pippi. Shout out to the model. Shout out to Moving Company Hustle, representing Denver. Shout out to It's D Walk. Kobe, top of the afternoon. What's up? What's up? Shout out to Kelvin Birch. Shout out to all the members of the MGM gang. Shout out to Box Truck Dan in the building. Shout out to Sage. Shout out to Ty. Shout out to Chucky. What is this? OTR. All right, boom. All right, man. Let's address this. Let's address it. I wasn't going to address it, but screw it. Why not? Why not? Let's have some fun. He's already here. He's already expressed his, he can't control himself. Y'all can't see, but it's things that I can see that y'all can't see. He's here. He's already expressing his disinterest, and I haven't said anything. But obviously, he knows the direction I'm going based off the thumbnail and the title. But what we're going to do is we're going to do this to is above you. We can't see. Is above me. You can't see. Let me see. Let me see what you're saying. What you mean you can't see it? I can see it. Can y'all see the banner? Can y'all see the comment banner above me? Or is it blocked off? Mark, comments banner is above you. We can't see, just to let you know. Do y'all see the comments banner, or is it just him? Because I can see it. Yeah, you might have to adjust your... Yeah, come on now, big dog. You know we got the best of the best over here. We not poor. We not poor like this guy that we about to dispel. He's poor. We not poor. We buy the best shit. Got the best shit. All right. And let's get this out the way, because this guy, this is. Let me do my little monologue real quick. Let me do my monologue. I get a lot of times, like, one of the main questions I get from people that come to me, whether they come to me in the Discord, they DM me, that's not necessarily related directly with box trucking, is, man, Mark, I want to do content, man. You know, I'm in a box truck, I'm in a cargo van, I want to do content, man. What's your thoughts? You know me, I always be like, shit, we'll do it. But here's the number one thing they say. Man, I just, I'm just worried, man. I'm kind of nervous. I'm kind of scared. I'd be like, what you nervous and what you scared about? Man, I just don't know how people gonna perceive me. I'm scared to deal with, the response. That's people's biggest fear. And I'm like, well, if you can't deal with criticism, then you shouldn't do it. When I look at a lot of these young streamers like your Kais and shit, they all talking about this mental health shit. And no, not, but I like mental health. Like, this is like some new shit to me. To be honest with you, and I know it's been around for a long time, but I think social media is responsible for a lot of depression and just emotions of a lot of people, one way or another. You know what I'm saying? So when you look at people like him who hit certain heights and they deal with a lot of criticism, it can be a lot, especially for a person who's very, very young. Even though you accomplished and you got money and shit like that, it could be a lot. I think it takes tough skin to do this. I can confidently tell you, if you don't have tough skin, and this is what I tell everybody that asks me, if you don't have tough skin, if you are a person who is just easily offended and you get upset and you don't know how to defend yourself in real life, if you've been one of them people in real life, you just haven't had many confrontations growing up, you grew up in middle America and you don't understand what jonesing and going, if you haven't had experience on just like even your upbringing, just harsh banter back and forth, yeah, it may be challenging. That's why when these guys come to me and they ask, I'll be like, yo, if you worried about that, then don't do it. Because eventually somebody gonna come for you. Eventually somebody gonna, want to go back and forth with you, may disagree with you, lie on you, all type of shit. It's like, the bigger you get, the more of it is gonna happen, right? So you got a guy who ain't got shit else better to do than to come and I'm gonna make this educational too, but we're gonna have some fun with it. And this is how you know when you doing the right thing. You gonna have haters. Cool. We already been having that since we came into the space. We have been having that since day one. But then now you got conspiracy theorists. That's when you really know you making noise. When you got people making up stories and shit, conspiracy theorists. So now I'm an industry plant in this little bitty ass space of box trucking. I get when they say industry plants in like big spaces like popular culture and shit like that. Like when you hear about the Aidens and shit like that, I don't really agree with that, but I can understand why people think that, right? People come in or a specific industry and then they just catapult way past everybody else of people that had already been doing it, so on, so forth. This is a very, 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 very small niche. So fucking small that I understand why a lot of creators just don't create in this space no more. You know, you really have to like doing it to be motivated to do it, because there's no benefit, financially from it. There's not many advertisers in this space. The CPMs and the RPMs for this type of content, it's not enough views to really, be worth it if you're trying to do it from a financial perspective. So this is why this space has very few now people left. So you're gonna have people like this guy, like in my position, this guy, 2 clips or his other page back, that just gonna come up with conspiracies and just dumb shit, bro. And it's very, very disturbing to me. It's weird that people just have time to come up with conspiracy theories and things like that. It's weird to me. You can tell the upbringing. You can tell, right? So what we're gonna do today is we're gonna dispel this AI shit, right? I'm also gonna dispel the Western Express myth, right? The guy has been saying that. I remember something he said maybe a couple months ago. I just ignored a lot of it, but he said, I'm purposely not talking about AI because I'm heavily invested in AI and I'm trying to, and I got it pulled up. I'm heavily invested into AI and I'm purposely not talking about AI because I'm building my bags. I'm building my bags now so that when I do start to talk about AI and use my influence and everybody jumps into it, I've already got my bags built. I don't want to talk about it now because this is what he was saying. Because then people are going to buy into it and the price is going to go up, and it's better for me not to talk about it so that I can continue to build my bags. All right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go through a little short timeline of some of the encounters I've had with this fool, and then I'm gonna tell you why it's not gonna happen no time soon, and I'm gonna give you various reasons why. All right. So first thing, let's pull up from a couple months ago. This is when I first came back. Wait, hold on. Let me see. Here we go. I think Mark is investing in the AI trucks. Now read the comment. I'm gonna leave it on the screen. I think Mark is investing in the AI trucks, but doesn't want too many people on game yet until he monopolizes the industry. All right. This is one of his other pages. All right. Let's see. Doesn't want too many people on game yet until he monopolizes the industry. Hold on.
I'm gonna read it like this.
See, I've been fucking with this guy. Every time he fuck with me, if I feel like, I just fuck back with him. Because he can't beat me. So I'm just gonna fuck back with him.
Mark is investing in the AI trucks, but doesn't want too many people on game yet until he monopolizes the industry.
See, I'm just fucking with the guy. The guy, he ain't got nothing else better to do. I think so. He said something later. You think? Let me see. Little old Mark. Oh, let me see what I said. Little old Mark. Compared to some people, I'm little old Mark. You think that I have billions of dollars, which I don't, to invest in something and keep people away from still waiting for somebody to listen. I'm still mama. I never did anything to disrespect you. Hold on, let's see here. What I'm saying are facts based on experience. Okay. I ain't gonna keep going back and forth with you. AI will keep reducing empty miles and tightening routes, which sound. Do you know what cost per mile is? See, now I think you don't understand what cost per mile is. He doesn't know what cost per mile is. I can tell by what he's typing. Making cost per mile a weak measure of a driver's actual earnings. That sentence right there, this sentence right here, just told it all. Read that last sentence, y'all. Read that last sentence. You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. Look, read the last sentence, y'all.
I don't give a fuck about a cost per mile.
This is a certified.
AI will keep reducing empty miles and tightening routes, which sounds good, but it also shrinks total mileage, making cost per mile a weak measure of a driver's actual earnings. So when we was going back and forth here on the other funny channel he got, I look what he wrote. Highest cost per mile, a weak measure of it. Like, so, this guy, we've been going at it. Well, he's been going at it by himself, but every time now and again, I
Hood Classic.
This is why you have to educate yourself, ladies and gentlemen. This is right here. It never fails, ladies and gentlemen. You have to educate yourself. Like, you got to be careful because you can talk this talk in a room full of ignorant people, but when you come into a room of educated people, that shit that you get by with, because it's a room full of ignorant people who just don't know and they just be like, and they're just agreeing with everything. Then you get your confidence up until you come in a room where there's people that are knowledgeable and educated, but because your confidence is up because you've been hanging around a bunch of uneducated people that just coddle you and agree with everything because it's wrong because they don't know. Now you hear and I'm trying to educate you and you just won't listen. But so as you saw with the last sentence, he clearly on what sentence tells the talking about, right? So that was, I think, the last conversation that I engaged with him. And, we see a lot of that in this space. I've been seeing it ever since I came into this space. Last week I talked about me, watching a live stream from maybe 3.5 years ago now. Another content creator, ain't gonna name, but he was doing a live stream and it was the whole, somebody asked a question. It was a Q&A, like, what should their profit margin be? And he clearly didn't know the answer. And there was like a pause because he was thinking. And then somebody in the chat who was not knowledgeable, because that's why they were watching him. This is during the pandemic. This was 2022. And they said, man, you should at least make profit in 70 to 80%. And then he saw it and he just agreed with it. And that was the moment that I knew that this space was just dumb. From the content creators and from the people that watch, I knew it was dumb. And that was the moment, and I only been doing content for a few months. That was the moment I realized what I could do in this space. I realized what I could do in this space. I realized where I was from an experience and a knowledge base in comparison to everybody else in this space. And that was the moment I said, all right, I'm taking this shit. This finna be my shit. I did this shit like a block. I said, we finna go over there and we finna take that shit. That's our shit. That's exactly what I said. And that's what I set out to do. A lot of people in this space will agree with some shit and they don't know what they agreeing with is some of the stupidest shit that could come out the motherfucker that they listen to's mouth. And then what they do is when they get just so many people just, yup, they get confident and then they run into a motherfucker who really knows shit and makes them look bad. And then they don't know how to accept it. And they don't realize that they sound stupid. And then they come over here because the majority of the people that watch this channel are smart people. There's a few retards that watch. They troll watch every day. About 8 to 10% of people that are watching right now don't like me.
And for good reasons. For good reasons. Because they're upset because they're poor. So I want them to stay that way. That's why I'm saying it's for good reason, because we need poor people to continue to make bad decisions, because these are the people that we can make money off of. Without poor, dumb buyers, people that are consumers, we don't make money. We need dumb money. This is who smart money sells to. That's why I say it's not a bad thing. Right now, they just got offended. I'm cool with that. This is why I was telling earlier in the monologue, the content creators who come, or the guys who come to me and they want to, man, Mark, I want to create content, but man, Joe, I don't know if I could deal with. Bro, this is what you got to deal with. You got to push. You got to be honest. You got to be truthful. And some of the things you say are going to piss people off because they not mentally there, but you got to be okay with it. You got to deal with that shit. If you ain't got it, you ain't got that tough skin, then don't do it. But we need people to continue to make dumbass decisions. So he's one of those types of people. Somebody done filled his head with a bunch of dumbass shit. And he's emotional. So then yesterday comes. We just walking this down before we get into this. We walking it down real quick. So then yesterday this happens. Same guy. The troll? I don't even want to talk to the troll. Same guy. Are you the troll?
I've been trucking for 15 years.
Hold on.
I ain't never seen you on a truck. I ain't never seen you on a truck.
Hold on.
I ain't never seen you on a truck. You're not going to disrespect me on your show. You're not going to disrespect me. I've been trucking for 15 years.
Hey, listen, Chop.
I've been trucking for 15 years. I never seen you on a truck. How you going to call yourself a mentor talking about you trucking and stuff? I never seen you in a truck.
All right, so can I talk?
And then you disrespecting me. You call me names on the last show. I let that slide. You call me names on the last show.
He worried about me calling him names. You come into my chat disrupting, and then when I get the best of you, you are concerned. He's more concerned about how I got the best of him, calling them names, than having the debate on whatever it is that he has to have about AI. He's emotional. A lot of these guys is emotional now. I don't know. It's this young generation. You can hear he's kind of young. He's emotional. These guys ain't really built like that. They were sheltered. They were coddled coming up. Their parents dropped them off to school every day. They didn't have to get on public transportation. They didn't have to get on public transportation and take the bus and the train and things like that. They're not equipped for the real world from an emotional standpoint. So this is why they do what they do in the chat, go and try to fulfill their toughness, because they play video games like Grand Theft Auto and shit. So they really want to be like tough for real, but they can't be because of how they were brought up and because of the environment they live in. It's just like not a tough environment. So what they do is they come online and they go from channel to channel and channel to try to be tough. Typing tough, or thumb bangers. I call them thumb bangers. And they usually get away with it. And then they come across a guy like me. And then they might be watching me cook up in a lecture, and then I'm speaking articulate, and then they come fucking with me, and then I switch on it like, whoa, where did this come from? So he's emotional because he's not getting his way. He's not getting his way in the chat. He's not getting his way in the argument, because I'm not bagging down, because it makes absolutely no sense. And I dispelled it the last time he came in there under the other chat when he exposed he really doesn't even understand cost per mile. He said cost per mile is a weak measure of a person's earnings. Cost per mile has nothing to do with your earnings. It has something to do with your cost. How much it costs you to run, which can ultimately affect your earnings positively or negatively, but it's not a measure. This is a guy who is probably, poor, right? Who has no, nothing to turn to, nothing to look forward to. And he's lost right now. He's lost. He's worried. He's scared. Let's continue.
And then you calling me poor on this one. But like I said, I never seen you on a truck.
Hold on. What I call you on the
This
last
is an
one?
AI channel. This is an AI channel.
What I call
And
you on the last one?
I'm using this platform to tell all the people in the chat to not be brainwashed by this man. AI is taking over the truck company. All this stuff that he's talking about is outdated information.
Okay, I know who you are now.
This man is a YouTube industry plant.
Shut up. You ain't gonna overtalk me.
All right, so
you talking about? You say I'm a YouTube industry plant paid by Western Express. All right, so let's talk about this whole Western Express dumb shit that he's talking about. We called Western Express yesterday. They don't know nothing about it. But anyway, let's talk about AI and how what he's saying is not true. And at the end, we'll drop the phone line. If he wants to come up, because he's here, and actually talk and not get in his emotions and shit and worry about how I call them names and shit like that, then we can have the conversation. You dig what I'm saying? Like, I mean, Big Mark ain't, just don't get in your feelings. Don't cry to me, bro. I really don't want to hear you crying and all that shit, bro, because it's not going to go well for you. I'm telling you now. Just come up here and act like you got some sense, and we can have a conversation. All right? Now let's get into this shit. Let's go from, because a lot of, here's the thing. I remember talking to Daniel, and this is going to be a little unorthodox. I'm going to probably jump all over the place. I remember talking to Daniel earlier this year, and he said something that stood out to me. And I've heard other people say this shit throughout the year. Somebody actually that I know in real life just recently said this shit to me yesterday. Yo, I live in fantasy land. I live in La La Land. Mark, you really live in the real world. And to me, when Daniel first said it, I thought he was like really cuckoo, and I thought that shit was just unique for him. But I'm starting to realize a lot of people is living in fantasy land and they admit to it. And then they tell me, Mark, you two in the real world. I'm like, you supposed to be in the real world. Well, I just want to live in a dream. Listen, this nigga is one of them types of niggas, man. He's one of them types of niggas, man. The shit that I talk is real world shit. This self-driving shit that you letting these tech magazines and these tech websites and these big media conglomerates, you letting them fill your head up with this nonsense, bro. And if this shit is coming, it's so far away. It's not like this shit is so far away, bro. They've been saying this shit was coming since 10 years ago, and we ain't seen it yet. And it's many reasons that I'm gonna go through why we ain't seen it and why we not gonna see it no time soon. If it was gonna happen, it would have happened already. You know why? Because the technology is already there. We already got self-driving trucks. We already got self-driving cars. The technology has existed for 10 plus years now. So if it was going to happen, it could have been happened. You got cars that are out here driving with no human. It would have happened already. Silicon Valley been promising you this shit. They're going to keep promising it to you. They're going to keep filling your head up with this dumb shit. The roads, the weather, and I've talked about this before. The roads, the weather, and the insurance companies is saying something different, bro. The roads, the weather, the insurance companies are saying something different from Silicon Valley. I've owned a Tesla before in Chicago. It took me one time to try to drive it in the snow, and I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? Once that ice gets over them sensors and you got snow smacking you and salt covering up the sensors and then ice freezing on the sensors, the shit is going haywire. See, clearly this fucking guy, because he said in another stream, he was in the chat, like, I see it. I pull up to the dock and I see these trucks pulling up by themselves. This is a guy who lives in a market where they're probably testing the shit. He's probably down in Texas. He's probably in Arizona. He's probably somewhere down there, somewhere where it's just hot and warm and the roads are clear. He's not a well-traveled individual. Because if he was a well-traveled individual, we know he's not educated. We know he's not smart. We know he can't put two and two together well, because then he would think like, man, I wonder how this is going to perform. What I'm seeing right now pull up next to me down here in Phoenix, Arizona. I wonder how this will perform up in Minnesota or up in Chicago or up in Buffalo, New York, where the weather is inclement, or up in Detroit where the weather is inclement. And they get cold, lake effect snow with freezing ice and freezing snow and shit smacking around and freezing. He sees some shit in Arizona probably, or down in Texas, and he automatically thinks, oh, it's here, it's going to take over. No, fool. It's not. There's many things that need to be in place before that happens, and none of it is in place. None of it, the infrastructure hasn't even began yet. It's not replacing truck drivers at all, anytime soon. One, federal law. You think this is just going to happen just because the technology exists? If it was going to happen just because the technology exists, it would have happened already. We've had fully autonomous vehicles for over a decade now. Or about a decade, right around a decade, maybe a little bit longer. DOT, FMCSA, none of these regulatory agencies have set the framework for something like this to take place at all. I don't even hear conversations about this shit. So without the green light from the regulatory agencies, there's no takeover. Like, this shit is like so fucking, and this is why I'm saying, bro, like, this is why this space was so easy, from this box show space was so easy to take over. This shit was the easiest shit to just really grow and scale from a creator perspective. It's just a small space. It's just, man, that people are fucking stupid. And I hate to use very, very harsh words, but I see, like, I've been harsh, but like, I gotta really just go full 100% unfiltered, bro. Because people can't even use common sense before they open their fucking mouth. How you been in trucking 15, 20 years, whatever he said, and you can't put common sense, you can't use common sense to formulate an educated opinion. You just run with some shit that you see and read because you're fucking sitting in the back of your truck doing your fucking reset or whatever. You're fucking playing fantasy Fortnite or whatever the fuck that shit is. You live in La La Land. You are the epitome of what the new generation, like, you walk around like a zombie because you play GTA and you think this shit is, it translates into real life, and it doesn't. Who's responsible if this fucking thing crashes? So once you got to get the regulatory agencies on board, but then insurance has to adjust as well. I don't hear insurance companies talking about adjusting for fully autonomous trucks. Who's responsible if it's a crash? Is it going to be the AI company? Is it going to be the trucking company? Is it going to be the manufacturer? Who's responsible? Who's responsible? Is it going to be Aurora? Is it going to be Freightliner? Is it going to be the trucking company? There's no answers for this yet. Liability has to have a home as it pertains to insurance. Until those conversations are had, this autonomy that this guy is saying, it's coming, it's right around the corner, it's going to take us jobs. Has no home. What about infrastructure? You think they're not going to have to build infrastructure for this to work? They're probably going to have some type of autonomous lanes, like some hands-off zones or something like that. Like when you go down south, you got like HOV. Like we don't have that shit up here. But like there's going to have to be some type of infrastructure for this. They're going to have some type of command centers for this. There's going to have to be some special regulatory to monitor those vehicles. It's going to have to be some type of command center. Some type of like some type of emergency protocol specifically for fully autonomous vehicles. None of this is there's no conversations about this shit. This country at this particular moment is not built for full automation. The country. We're not talking about Phoenix, Arizona, where they're testing shit, or some parts of California, or some parts of Texas. Notice the testing markets, something in common. But that does not represent the entire United States of America. They haven't even figured out how to charge electric vehicles. Like, dude, every time we have a polar vortex up here, it was one of the reasons I got very much. Like, you can't even go to the charging station. People are dying at the charging station, waiting in line because the fucking chargers are running really, really slow. And it's taking longer to fucking charge. And everybody that's waiting to charge is dying. Like, you got fucking 50 dead Teslas just were waiting in line that died while they were waiting in line. They haven't even figured that shit out yet. And you mean to tell me that this shit is going to replace drivers in the near future? They don't even have the infrastructure, enough infrastructure for charging for vehicles. Automation performs best on perfect roads. Perfect. Majority of this country's roads are not perfect. There's less perfect roads than better perfect roads. This is why you see testing in specific markets. So how is something going to take over when the markets where they're testing don't even represent where a bulk of the freight comes from. You truckers, you OTR guys, one thing that you guys always talk about is the rates in the Midwest. The Midwest is very industrial. It's very industrial. Things are made up here in the Midwest, but the weather is inclement. The weather is not good. Potholes, all type of shit. So if a lot of freight is coming out of here, how is this shit going to take over trucking? How? They're not even testing it in markets with inclement weather. They're testing it in markets where the roads are smooth and the weather is perfect. And those markets don't even represent where a bulk of the freight comes from. He's talking about Orlando. Ain't no freight coming out of Orlando. Trucking isn't just, for places with perfect weather. Trucking is real world. Ice, hail, mountains, dirt roads, alleys, Chicago winters, Detroit winters, Minnesota winters, Wisconsin winters. You know how much freight is coming out of just these markets I just named? I'd love to see an autonomous truck back into one of them docks in Chicago that's off a busy street, and then they got to stop and block traffic and hope people stop and see them trying to back in, but everybody got somewhere to be and they ain't trying to wait because they know that's going to be a process, so they going around jumping in front of the guy, poor guy. It's a for the people from Chicago, it's a plastic spot right on 95th and Stony. And the dock is literally on 95th. And every time you see a truck driver try to back into that dock, man, people on 95th ain't trying to slow down and let them. They sit there. They sit there and they hope and they wait because a lot of that line be backed up to jump on the Bishop Ford, and that line be back. And they just sit there. I've seen for years right there. I've just seen truckers just sit there and just wait for traffic to die down. Just won't nobody let them swing it. How's how does an autonomous vehicle handle a situation like that, or a New York delivery like that, or one of these Chicago tight alley deliveries? Like, how does the autonomous vehicle realize when they pull up to the stop, yo, I can't pull in because it's a T alley. So once if I pull in, I'm not going to be able to make the swing to go left or the right, because if I pull in this alley this way, the alley right here is a T alley, so it comes to a T. It's just not straight out to the main street. So then I got to reverse. Where is the mind where like a driver would pull up, scope it out, and then say, I'm going to have to back up this alley? What about in a situation where we just had, 4, 6 inches, 8 inches of snow, and the city didn't plow the alley? And then the truck pulls in and gets stuck. Whereas a driver would realize, I can't pull in there. The autonomous vehicle doesn't have a brain to make on-the-fly decisions in real-world situations. We're not there yet. We're a long way. What about pedestrians? Especially in a market like New York, Chicago, people drive crazy here. People don't stop nobody stops at red lights here. And I'm not exaggerating. People do not stop at red lights here. People that do stop, and then you're going to see 2 or 3 cars go up the turning lane, go around and keep going, or they're going to come up the right lane and go around and keep going. Most of these cars are Nissan Altimas, Hellcats, Hyundais, Kias. They all got real dark tinted windows. A lot of people don't stop here. A person who lives here, who has, used to dealing with real world situations, they're driving defensively, and they understand they're adapted to the culture. So whereas a person who's from middle America somewhere, who's driving down the road and there's a green light, they're just driving, looking straight ahead, 10 to 2, just driving. You can't do that here. We covering the brake on every green light intersection. We cover the brake. Why? Because motherfuckers go through red lights here all the time. I'm not exaggerating. It's not. Listen, I could literally do a dash cam one day, and I guarantee you wouldn't believe it. Every red light, this motherfucker's going through it. So you know that here, you're covering the brake. You just don't go through a green light, do. Your peripherals working, you covering the brake through a green light. Like we not there. We not there. That automation can't think like a human. And this is why the government ain't even talking about this shit, because they know, we can't bring this into fruition. That's why these conversations, these debates, when people be in the chat, I already know they middle Americans. They not really really well traveled. They in La La Land somewhere. They play video games. They're not out here in these streets. You like he said, you in the truck. All you know is green pastures and yellow and white lines. You not in these streets. And when you go home, you going home to Manuka, fucking Idaho somewhere. You going home to fucking bumsfuck Alabama, the middle of nowhere. You are a middle of nowhere type motherfucker. And it's obvious. You are in fucking dreamland. It's not happening. People don't trust electric vehicles. People scared to death of hybrid vehicles. You think the government is going to let a goddamn regular pedestrians that's driving their cars down fucking I-80 share I-80 with a goddamn unmanned 80,000 pound fucking missile? Get the fuck out of here, man. Get the fuck out of here, man. This dumb shit. Now, if Western Express was paying me, I wouldn't be saying this. According to this guy, Western Express is paying me to not talk about AI. He says AI is taking over. So I guess this is dispelling that whole myth, right? You think the government is going to allow an unmanned 80,000 pound missile to share fucking I-80 with Jill in her fucking Suzuki Subaru Outback? Get the fuck out of here. What is wrong with this middle American with this dumbass shit? Get the fuck out of here, bro. This shit ain't happening. You know what AI is going to take over? It's going to take over tasks, not drivers. And for the most part, we've seen it already infiltrate that. Dispatching, load matching, routing, planning, brokerages, predictive planning, safety and braking systems, freight visibility, tracking. This is where automation is taking over. It's taking over tasks, not drivers. And what? We've seen it happen already. You got AI already taking over tasks, not drivers. AI is becoming more of a partner or maybe a co-driver, not a replacement. You're dealing less with people, more with AI. A lot of times when you guys call these brokerage, you're not even talking to a real person. They sound real. They communicate real in conversation based on your responses. They're not real. And what's fucked up is those guys who don't like know their cost per mile, you're not even dealing with a person anymore that's a human. You're not dealing with a person who may one day just let you negotiate in your favor. The thing with the AI in that aspect, it doesn't have feelings, it doesn't have emotions, it's coding. You can't beat it. You're better off beating a real life broker, but you're not going to be AI. AI has no feelings. It's coded to win every single time. See, now, if he was really educated and he was really smart, this is the angle that he would have presented it. And I would have agreed with him. But he presented it an angle from trucks, AI taking over and replacing drivers. I love uneducated fools because you just give me more content to make. I make content off uneducated fools. And I love it. This is fun to me, man. I get to show how stupid people really are when you say dumb shit. Because your feelings are hurt. You're in your emotions. Because you're in your feelings and you're not thinking. You're thinking with feelings instead of logic. And this is why you where you at. And I want you to stay there. I'm talking to the motherfucker from yesterday. I want you to continue to stay where you at. I need you to stay there. I don't want you to be brighter. I want you to continue to fight educating yourself. I don't need more people educated. I only want the people who want to be smart to be smart. I only want them on this side of the line, this side of the sand with me. I need a bunch of you over there too. Because if everybody was over here, it'd be tough. It would be really tough if everybody was on this side of the fucking line in the sand. We need people to stay stupid. Because you're going to be the person that we can continue to make money off of. And I mean this with everything in my soul. When I say it, I mean this shit. I mean it. You reason you can't deal in logic is because you're too emotional. And for some reason, I don't know what it is with this culture. They refuse logic. And they want to reach. So I'm going to have to teach. You're not going to beat me ever when you come in with your heart and your feelings and your emotions. I'm just going to chill. I'm going to say, yeah, yeah. And then I'm just going to come back and destroy you with logic. Every single time. Every single time. Now, there's too many niches and lanes in trucking, in logistics, that even if this were to happen, but it's not, it couldn't happen. Final mile. Now, there's a guy in the chat who just doesn't think final mile and moving is a part of trucking, which I ignore that shit because it's, to me, is ignorant. Final mile is the last leg of logistics. Moving is a specialized niche in trucking, household goods moving, logistics. Final mile, these are things that automation, AI cannot take over. White glove, like what are you gonna have? Like fucking robots or something, just carrying shit and assembling baby cribs and delivering your washer and dryer, some shit like that. Like this shit is the stupidest shit I've ever heard in my life, bro. Stop being stupid. Hit the like button. 73 people, 34 likes. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. I need the likes 50%, man, and we'll continue. Thank you. Thank you. We need the likes to come up to at least 50% of the audience, please. Thank you. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. I'll continue to invest into these streams. I just ask that you hit the like button, please. Thank you. Thank you very much. AI is not coming for truckers, man. It's coming for the truckers who don't know their numbers, right? Because it has infiltrated and it will continue to take over those systems. The technology from that aspect, the systems aspect, right? It's gonna fuck you guys over. You're not gonna have that man or that woman when you call about that load who may sympathize with you just a smidget. You think brokers are bad now. You think a computer is gonna show you any mercy. I heard one country girl say, yeah, man, I found a way to manipulate. You're not manipulating nothing. if you could, and I listen, don't take offense to this. If you could manipulate coding, you wouldn't be driving a truck. This is, I just swear, like somebody gotta tell y'all niggas what it really is, nigga. If you was cold, right, and you could manipulate coding and AI, if you was that cold to manipulate this shit on everything I love, you would not fucking be driving a truck. What the fuck are we talking about, bro? Like, y'all niggas gotta stop living in fantasy land. Cause if you was that cold, nigga, you would be doing cybersecurity, you be hacking some shit, you would be freelancing, coding, you would be making $500,000-$700,000 a year just off freelancing. You would not be sleeping in a truck at a truck stop on a fucking box truck bench. I'm just being honest with you. Get the fuck out of here, man. Oh, I found a way to manipulate the AI system. No, the fuck you didn't, bro. No, the fuck you didn't. That's the most stupidest shit I've, like, bro, I can't listen to this shit no more, bro. These fantasies and shit. If you was that cold, you would not be driving a fucking box truck, bro. The fuck are we talking about, man? How the fuck do you manipulate AI and you don't even know how to code? Stupid shit, bro. Just be listening to this shit and I just be like, man, shit is dumb, bro. I'm just gonna call it for what it is now. Like, man, this shit gotta stop, bro. These fantasies and shit. This is too fantasy. Niggas is living in fantasy world, bro. Cut that shit out, bro. Sick of this shit, bro. Stupid as shit. When I heard that motherfucker say, man, I found a way to manipulate the AI, I'm like, no, you didn't, bro. Fuck, you didn't. No, you didn't, man. You think you won? That shit is, you're never gonna beat it, bro. The coding is doing mathematical equations, bro, at fucking 50,000 miles a minute. To win every time, bro. Nigga, you probably don't even know algebra with trigonometry. Fuck we talking about? Nigga, I took algebra trigonometry. I don't even remember that shit. Fuck you talking about? I took business calculus. I don't remember that shit. Fuck, I'm gonna beat AI, huh? Negotiating against AI. How the fuck you gonna beat that shit? Fuck out of here, bro. The motherfuckers who coded this shit is making millions to do this shit. Fuck it. Come on, man. Let's stop. Let's stop this fantasy shit, bro. Those are the people that are gonna lose, bro. The people who already can't negotiate, the people who already don't know their cost per mile. When that form of AI just takes over that industry, the majority of that industry, where most of the back and forth engagement as it pertains to booking loads is majority automation, yeah, those guys are really going to get taken out. The only drivers that are going to lose in this. If you know your cost, you know your numbers, you'll be fine. It's not coming to replace your seat. We're talking about replace your seat like this guy was talking. Not happening. Not happening. Let's get the lines open, man. I can't do too much more of this I can't like the dumb talk. I can't do too much of it for too long because it starts to fuck with me, bro. Like having like these dumb conversations and shit. Can't do it, bro. Not for too long. Not for too long, bro. You know, not for too long. I like to have good conversations, shit that's stimulating to the brain, bro. I hate to have dumb conversations, bro. I hate that shit with a passion. Dumb conversations. Jesus Christ, bro. All right, man. Let me have it. Phone line is open, 312-772-5483. Whatever, man. Let me have it. Come on. Come yell at me. Come yell at me. Somebody just call. I don't care what we talk about. So the guy who should be calling, we know he's not going to call. He's somewhere punching the air right now. He's punching the air right now. Phone line is open. Phone line is open. Listen, this is the best show in the space. Well, it's the only show in the space, which kind of makes it the best. But I think if it was another show in the space, it would still be the best. So either way, it's the best. You dig what I'm saying? So line is open, man. 312-772-5483. Open topics, whatever you want to talk about. It don't have to be about AI. Whatever. Whatever, man. Ah, Jesus Christ. Yo, what up?
Hey, how you doing, man?
What's going on?
You always have a good show, brother. I appreciate you. You are the reason why I got my my trucking game together. We started on the Discord, and I remember it was a whole bunch of us, and he was like, "Man, you're gonna have to get in that truck," and I was like, "I don't want to get in the truck."
Oh yeah.
And so anyway, I got in the truck, and I started with one truck. Now I'm at 4 trucks.
And congratulations.
Working on. I appreciate it. But my biggest thing is right now, man, it's not AI, it is insurance. And that's what I was calling in to see if you had any companies that you know of that other than, because Progressive is terribly high. Is there any companies that you know of that do last mile insurance? Because I can't really find them. It's so difficult to get a hold of that type of insurance.
You do final mile full white glove?
Yes, sir.
Where you at? Where you located?
I'm in Michigan. I work in Chicago and Ohio.
You do final mile in Chicago?
Yes, with the Lowe's.
So you got trucks stationed in Chicago?
Yep, at JB Hunt.
Who you insured with now?
Right now is Progressive, but they extremely high.
Are you in the Discord?
I was in the Discord. I got to start paying again to get back into
Chicago,
it.
I would have gave you my broker, but you ain't in the Discord. I only do that for like special people. You know what I'm saying? So
hey, look, okay, say less. I hop back in the Discord.
So yeah, just come in the Discord, man, and reach out to me and see if we can do something.
Definitely would do that. Do you have any suggestions in regards to, like, I've been posted in the communication, like for hiring people, man? It just, that seems to be the only thing keeps me from picking up, because they keep asking me, because my numbers are looking good, with the different companies I work with.
Mm-hmm.
They, I'm normally top 3,
mm-hmm.
and so they keep asking me for more trucks, but it's about getting good people out, and I can't seem to. That's the hardest thing to find, it seems.
When I first started creating content, that was one of the things that I got a lot of flack for. Because I was telling people, people is going to be a hard thing. Because I was starting to see the transition. The earliest I saw it was 2018. And then when the pandemic hit, it hit me like a ton of bricks. Luckily, things worked out for me in the pandemic as far as the hype and shit, and I was able to capitalize off of that. Right. But I've been saying this. And I remember when I was saying this at the beginning, I got a lot of flack, but people had to learn the hard way. It's difficult finding people today. It's not as easy as it used to be. Whoever's calling, please call back after I get off the phone with him. 562 number, please call back. It's going to be difficult, and it's going to continue to be difficult. Just so many different things that people can do now, right? As far as work, that is a lot easier. And on the top, on top of the fact that, you know, people's mindset as they look at work is just they don't want to work, and then the harder the work is, the more difficult it is to find workers. Are you using? I'm gonna. This is a conversation we had last night, so I got to use these racial undertones. Do you have black people working for you up here in Chicago, or are they Hispanic?
Man, I had a brother and a Hispanic, but the brother ran the Hispanic off. You know, so you know, that was kind of a bad situation. But
you're gonna have to get a team that works together. Like getting two strangers, like that's kind of hard to really. It's already hard to find people. Then putting two people who gonna mesh well together is gonna be difficult. If you can see if you could recruit a team, that may help as far as, you know, the morale with inside the truck. As far as which back in the day, I was totally against it. I would separate people that referred people, but like things have changed now. I would try to find a team. I would try to recruit a team. So I would put up ads, obviously single ads, but I would also put up a team ad looking for a team of white glove delivery. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, that way you got two people that mesh well together, the morale, and try to go that way. You probably gonna have to try to find somebody, a Hispanic team. I'm just gonna keep
copy
it
that,
with you, bro. Like I ain't gonna sugarcoat it. But I'm saying you gonna have to find some Migos. But the thing with Migo, they not loyal.
They jump, right?
They gonna jump. They gonna get the system. They gonna build up their money, and then they gonna, next thing you know, they gonna be pulling. They gonna quit. They gonna quit you on Friday. They gonna be in the dock next to you on Monday.
I had a brother do that to me.
Oh yeah, I've had that to me twice in the past. But they notorious for doing it. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, you a brother, so I've never had. I've had one. Well, no, can't even count him. But yeah, and then, you know, the brothers, man, you know, man, the brothers is a different conversation, man. You dig? So
I've already been told by the operations managers at the different places that I'm at.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they kind of said it. You know, it was a brother too. You know, he's like, if you can get some, you know, he's like, I hate to say it, but if you can get some different cats,
yeah.
I was like, man, that's cold. But you know, I appreciate that. The other thing was, you know, I got this 16-foot box truck, man. It's just sitting in storage, and I'm trying to figure out. I've been calling everybody, but no one returns my calls. How to get this thing moving so it can make some money because it's paid for, and it's just sitting in storage, just collecting dust.
Hit up AIT.
AIT?
Yeah.
Is that something? Are they only in Chicago, or is that some? You know, because I'm out of Michigan.
National, but they definitely here because they nationally. It's a global company. They global headquarters is here. They operate here, obviously too as well. So where's the truck at?
AIT. It's in Michigan.
They probably got it. They probably. I'm pretty sure they operate in Michigan.
Is that AIT? I just was trying to worldwide logistics. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I appreciate that, man. Thank you so very much. Because I got 1,000 questions, but obviously I need to hop in that Discord again because, you know, it was with, you know, you guys telling me to hop in that truck because, you know, I know you probably don't remember, but I was, you know, I was coming from a place of before I started logistics, I had a cell phone tower company. And I used to build cell phone towers, and so I was just used to being, you know, a boss and not being in the field, but getting my butt out there and start doing that work, it really made it easier for me to understand what the guys do and how long it takes. So that was very beneficial. So I appreciate you and all the fellas telling me and laughing at me and, and telling me I better get my butt out there and figure it out. So I appreciate that, my brother. I appreciate the mentorship that you provide everybody.
Appreciate you, man. Thank you, man. Look forward to talking to you in the Discord. So,
all right. Do I sign up on the Discord? Because before I just signed up on.
If you already was a member, you just got to hit the paywall.
Okay.
Yeah, I had to do a paywall, man. It was getting out of control, bro. You can't do free for too long. Free for too long just turns into, it just
I copy that.
Chaos, man. So
I'm about to sign up right now, man. So I appreciate it. I'll be hitting you up shortly.
All right, man.
Thank you.
Yep. All right, whoever that was that called in from 562, you can call back. 562, you can call back. 562, or whoever else. First call, first serve. First call, first serve. Line is open. I do remember having a conversation about some cell phone towers, though. I think maybe earlier, maybe it might have been earlier this year, or maybe about late last year. And this year went by so quick, man. Every year go by quick, man. The older you get, this time just moves fast, man. So I don't know if that conversation was late last year or early this year. But the phone line is open. I've seen a missed call from 562 area code. You can call back. Phone line is open. First call, first serve. First call, first serve. Line is open. Line is open. Line is open. Line is open. Looking for that 562 caller. We looking for Mr. Two Clips or Mr. Back if he wants to call, if he can control himself today, his emotions. It's a crib number. What up?
What's up? What's up, man?
What up, though?
Oh shit! Oh,
you gotta turn that TV off in the back.
Oh, okay. It's the crib number. What up? Hey, what's up, Mark?
What up, though?
Oh, I was gonna. I thought I was gonna. Hey, you send me the. Wait, that's the right number.
Bro, you talking to me, Joe? What up?
Oh shit! What's up, man?
What up?
Hey, yeah, I was telling you about that AI shit, man. I was telling you, yeah, I was listening to a content creator that was talking about that. He drives semi truck just like me, but it was weird because it's like, you out here just like I am. Like, why would you think that shit would happen?
Because they middle Americans, Joe. You from the crib,
right?
See, you see the inclement weather that we.
No, boy, but he from like Northwest Indiana.
Oh, he just retarded then.
Yeah, he gotta be. Yeah, that's what I think. He gotta be slow.
Yeah. Yeah. There's something wrong with him. Definitely.
Yeah, man. So I'm just like, man, it's like, because, I was like, yesterday, I'm out here, like, on the ice roads in Pennsylvania. I'm seeing motherfuckers getting crashes and shit. And, everybody on the 80, and it's like, didn't nobody know how to reroute.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, AI can't do none of that stuff.
Hell no.
So I don't know, man. It's like when they talk that stuff, man, I just ignore it, man. I just let it go over my head because it just lets you know that they don't. It's like their IQ is low.
Yeah. A lot of these guys' IQ is low, bro. It's dangerous, bro, because they got platforms and they spew this misinformation, and then people believe it because they don't go do their own research, and this is why this space is so fucking stupid, bro. I just gotta say, I just gotta be honest, bro.
Right.
So, it's what it is.
Yeah, so that's all I wanted to, hit you up and let you know, man. But yeah, I'm be in the chat, man. I don't know if you see me. I'm Terrell.
Oh, what up, boy?
Yeah, what up? Yeah, so.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so I respect you, man, because I like how you talk about the business thing, like how the business,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I get a lot of info out of that. So
I
yeah,
appreciate you, Joe.
yeah, keep doing your thing, man. I'm gonna keep watching.
All right, man. Be safe out there.
All right, what's up?
All right.
All right.
Yo, what up? Hello.
What's going on, Mark? I appreciate you taking the call.
No problem. It's good.
So I just wanted to hold on. Let me pause the live. So I just wanted to bring AI up real quickly, but I mainly wanted to focus on how the content and the shorts are made to get an emotional reaction out of us. And as drivers, you know, that's pretty big when you tell somebody in 10 years they're going to be useless. So I just want people in the chat to understand that AI is huge on marketing right now. It's the biggest marketing thing we got going right now, and it's playing on your emotions, whether it be money, sex, job shortages. All these shorts and stuff we taking in is leading to the whole AI is going to take over. Like you have to understand what they're doing with all the content.
I agree. I mean, damn, bro. Like I'm trying to be cool, bro. It's just people don't think, bro. Like critical thinking is out the window. That shit don't exist no more, bro. It don't. People can't think for themselves. They consume it, and whatever they consume is just automatically law. And
yeah, we've been in the age of information without application for what 10 years now.
When would you say it started? Information without application, you said?
Yeah, so like you can know, I can know how to skin a horse and never do it. I can know how to be a brain surgeon and never do it. I can own 20 trucks based off information and never do it. I say I'm a millennial, so maybe the generation ahead of me really got the analysis of paralysis. I think that's the right term.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So,
what year were you born?
I was born in '90.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So
analysis
knowing
paralysis.
something.
I heard another content creator, Vic, named that analysis paralysis shit in a short he did like maybe 3.5 years ago. That's like a person who just overanalyzes stuff instead of pulling the trigger.
Absolutely. You scared to eat the pussy, so you beat around the bush type stuff.
Yeah. But to me, like when he made that, I was upset with that because to me, a person who analyzes it, that's the same as doing your research and just crossing your T's and dotting your I's. You know what I'm saying? And there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's people not doing that is one of the main reasons why so many people fail in most shit that they do now, because they just pull the trigger without thinking. Not even when it comes to business, it comes to shopping, everything. They just pull the trigger.
Impulse, man. It's them shorts, man. Them shorts and this content got a lot of people fucked up in the game at 35, my age. Fucked up in the game, man. Like, no, look, I saw this online, so X, Y, and Z. And you're like, all right, man. That's, you know what I mean? It's just interesting to watch content and how it affects people. That's what I've been really big on.
Mm-hmm.
Like my girl, my close people, like content, just overall. Watch how it affects people. Watch how they get you to buy something off an emotional clip. It's like come on, man, you getting hustled, man. You getting tricked off your spot.
Yeah, it's messed up, man. Social media was good, but then it was bad. I don't know, man. It depending on how you look at it would determine do you think it's done more good than bad or more bad than good. But it's definitely destroyed the minds of the younger generation for sure.
Yeah. And then off that, man, put me on record, man. This AI is not going to be what people think, and I'm not. I barely graduated high school, but AI is not going to be what people think. If you look at things and how they're moving, and you follow the money, AI, they're just laundering money back and forth, and that's a whole nother conversation. But I'm saying all that to say that it's not what we think. Like it's not. It is very. It's very effective at what it does, but it has its limits and capacity. And we touched on infrastructure, but I want people to understand that AI is not what you think. Internet usage is collectively going down. People have gotten to the zenith of this internet shit. And I put me on record. I see a really harsh reality coming in 5 to 10 years with this AI shit. When we're not living in the Jetsons in 10 years.
Oh no, we're not living. We're definitely not living in the Jetsons, bro. For sure.
No, I think maybe it lands in the middle somewhere, as far as productivity for businesses and stuff like that. But it's not like you're not going to order DoorDash in 10 years and R2D2 is going to pull up. That's not going to happen, man. We're not built for that, especially here in America with all the way these corporations, the automotive industry, everything, the way they control things. I don't know if it's going to be in their best incentives long term to hire robots.
Here's the thing: they already got those. Well, they're not R2D2, but they're those little.
Yeah, we call them clankers over here in the Bay. They drive by. People drives by. I think, like you mentioned, being in a big city, you're exposed to more. So you can me and my girl go out and Wayne was going by and things are happening and
here's my
little thing is going down.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
My thing with those things, they're not gonna last. You know what? I look at those. I compare those things to self-checkout.
Scooters.
Self-checkout. Let me tell you why. Those things here, I see them more turned over than upright. Like people just flip those things on the side just for fun. They just flip them over. And if some passerby doesn't flip it right side up, it's just land on its side. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
about 5, 6, 7 years ago, what did Walmart do? You saw all Walmarts transition majority of their lanes to self-checkout. Right?
I hate Walmart.
And I don't know if this is in every market, but here they went pretty much full self-checkout. They might have like a few lanes, maybe like 4 or 5 lanes where there was an attendant. This year, every Walmart, like 4 or 5 years later, they've had to go back to the old way. You know why? Because people were stealing.
And on top of that, if you look at the self-checkouts, how they've advanced over the short period is crazy. Like the cameras, the weight scales, that shit costs money.
Yeah.
On that level. That's when millionaires start looking at shit and they're like, no, we're not doing this. That's way too much money. It costs money to surveil people. It costs money to watch people's hand move. Like all this shit is.
It was.
Yeah, man. I don't see it.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead. You got it.
No, I'm just referring to how much money it costs Target, it costs Walmart, it costs all these companies to have a camera above somebody, to have a camera at their hand, to assume that the person knows what they're doing with the touch screen. Like it's I don't know, man. .com bubble. It has these signals that are really really alarming to me. And then you look at what everyone's doing with the money. AI, they just passing the bag around until the shit pops.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So I'm interested to see how it goes, and it's exciting times to think about the change and industries. But man, that takes a long time. We don't even build shit in America, and we're expecting people to come out and build this whole new world of logistics. But that's it, man. I don't want to clog it up. I'm gonna get back to the live and my coffee. I appreciate you.
All right, man. Take it easy. All right, line is open, 312-772-5483. Yeah, man, I was just looking at that, man. A lot of these stores here that transitioned over to like self-checkout maybe like 5 years ago have all transitioned back to tellers because people were stealing. So all that money they spent 5 years ago to go self-checkout, they've had to spend more money 4 or 5 years later to go back to the way things used to be. Waste of fucking money. So I guess automation didn't work in that aspect. automation didn't work in that aspect. I don't think it's gonna work, at least in this market, maybe LA, maybe New York, with those little robo buggy things. Like, man, people ain't gonna respect them things. They get pleasure out of flipping them over. I don't see it. Whatever. We'll see. Only time will tell. All right, 312-772-5483. Line is open. Line is open, line is open, line is open. Line is open. Shout out to, I'm sorry, I did see a super chat earlier, but I think I was in a lecture. They don't want to see Mark get the plaque. Man, you think that's what it is?
Sweet.
Might be. It might be. It might be. The hate is real, you dig. But they ain't gonna be able to stop it, you dig. They can't stop it. Appreciate that super chat, though. Appreciate that moving company hustle. All right, boom. 312-772-5483. Line is open. Did Buddy come in the chat? He was here earlier before the stream started. But he ain't say shit. He did. He ain't say shit. You know. Cause he ain't gonna have no argument. So he just kept quiet. I get it. I would keep quiet too. Let's see. Let me see. 312-772-5483. Let me see. 312-772-5483. Line is open. Line is open. Let's see. Let me just go through here. I see Pops Sosa's. I don't know. He got a lot. What is he saying? Oh, Lou Jackson. Lou Jackson, I mean, ain't nobody finna go back and forth with you, bro. You gonna just look for an angle to just go back and forth, bro. I'm not finna do that with you today. We not doing that. You when I said ain't no freight coming out of Florida, you know what I meant, bro. We talking when I said that, we talking on the grand scheme of things, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like, stop it. We not finna go back and forth. You know, we not finna go back and forth, man. The Florida roads is clear. Y'all ain't got no potholes down there. That's why it's testing down there. That shit ain't gonna work up here, bro. It ain't gonna work up here, pimp. It ain't. A lot of y'all OTR truckers, y'all don't even like coming up here. That's from the South. Y'all don't even like coming up this way in the winter. Y'all don't even like coming up. Y'all don't even like coming up here, man. Y'all don't even like coming up here in the winter. You don't know how to navigate this snow, this ice, this black ice. Y'all ain't got the patience. Y'all ain't got the patience. All it is patience, man. Driving in snow, driving on ice is just patience. It's just patience, man. It's just patience. Slowing down. Gonna take you longer to get to where you're going, but it's just slowing down, man. Patience. That's all. That's it, and that's all. All right, we're gonna take one more call, man. I guess 312-772-5483. Then I'm gone. I'm gone, man. This year is a rizap. It's a rizap. 2025 came and went. 2020 fitness. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Yo, what up?
What's up, Mark? This is Juan.
What up, man?
What's up, Mark? How you doing, man?
Chilling, man. Blessed, man. What about you?
Me too, man. You know, just pushing through the slow season right now and moving.
Okay, well, you should still have you a nice little bag from the summer. Spring.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Month after month, yeah, it's still obviously keeping the operating costs alive, and then obviously taking home a little bit of profit. But I just wanted to get some advice, man, on what route I should take. You know, because obviously I've been doing renting out trucks from Enterprise, but it's just eating into the profits. You know.
You said you do moving, or you still doing final mile?
No, I'm doing moving, just strictly moving, and then obviously, well, I still got my MC and my DOT and stuff like that, so that's kind of what I wanted to talk to you about, like, because I kept the DOT and the MC alive, just for, because obviously, like, right now, here in the market that I'm on, over here on the west side, on the west coast, it tends to slow down, like, during, I want to say maybe after October, it really slowed down, November, December. So obviously around that time is when the trucking kind of picks up.
Wait, how do you say the rental truck is cutting into your costs? How is this possible? It shouldn't be if you know what you're doing.
No, it's not. Like when I said cutting into the profit, obviously just less for me.
Right, that's what I meant. Cutting into the profit. What do you mean by that?
Or it just cuts into like what I'm able to take home, you know.
But how if you're doing moving?
Well, because every single time that I do like some moving jobs, I gotta go rent out a truck.
So you don't have consistent work.
Exactly, yeah.
And even if you don't have consistent work, it still shouldn't be costing you. What do you charge? Tell me what you charge.
Right now I'm gonna up the prices coming into.
What have you been charging? I don't know what you're gonna up it to. I'm trying to figure out why you said. What have you been charging?
What I've been charging is $50 an hour. So
$50 an hour? Hold on. $50 an hour?
Yeah. For that's for one person. So two people would be $100 an hour, and then plus the truck, it's $100 for the truck.
And how much did the truck cost you to rent?
Right now, on average, the truck is costing between like 150 to like 150 is what it goes up to.
317. Call me back once I get off the line with him. 317 caller. Give me a call back once I get off the phone with him. Well, here's the thing. You should be charging the customer for the truck. You should already kind of estimate based on the miles and things what it's going to cost you, and then you should charge it to the customer. Like, you got a 26-footer. Why are you charging a $100 truck fee? That shit is asinine.
Yeah.
It's asinine.
Yeah, that's because obviously, like, I've been thinking about that as well. Is if I just put on the rent, which
that's you that you're taking the loss. The customer, like, $100 for 26. You crazy as hell.
What would you usually charge for a 26-footer?
$250 more, depending on what the job. If it's a local job, depending on the market, depending on what's going on at that time, somewhere between $200, $250.
Okay, $200.
First of all, if you're doing 26-foot, first of all, you're doing 26-foot truck moves with two men.
It's because most of the moves that I've been doing is honestly just like smaller stuff. Obviously,
why would a 26-foot truck though?
What was that?
You using a 26-foot truck?
No, not all the time. Not all the time.
So what do you charge for a truck fee with a 16-foot truck?
$100 as well.
Come on, bro. You not
So,
you under the table or you licensed?
No, under the table.
You still tweaking, bro. Like that shit is crazy. $100 for a 26-foot truck is ridiculous, bro. Like, you don't lose in moving at all. The customer pays for everything with a markup.
Right.
So
that's the thing too. I mean, I feel like I've been trying to compete, obviously on price, because it's just dumb, honestly. But I've been competing on price, and then I don't know if you could check out my Thumbtack and then also help me out on there to see how I could improve a little bit on that.
What's the name of your company?
Lift and Go.
Where you at, in Vegas?
In the Nevada area, yeah.
So you not doing Final Mile no more?
No, I was gonna get into Final Mile, but then I wasn't able to get in with the company.
What happened to you and Buddy?
Oh man.
He said, "Oh man, it ended bad."
Man, I'm still going through it with him right now, man. I'm just fucking. I just don't even know like what to really do, man. I'm thinking of getting like lawyers involved. To be honest.
Wait, what happened? You ain't talked to me. We ain't talked. Last time I heard, y'all was still trying to figure it. I've been told you to get away from him. I've been told you to get away from him for 3 years now, right?
Like 2 years, yeah.
So what happened? I'm gonna pull this up. Tell me what happened with y'all, bro.
You don't gotta show the thumbtack on the screen, but yeah. Basically.
Hey, Juan is the guy, one of the guys who asked me that wanted to do content, but was concerned about. What'd you tell me when you asked me about content? You said you wanted to do content, but you was concerned about. What'd you tell me about what people were going to think about you or some shit like that?
Not on what people were going to think about, but I just don't want to dox myself, or like have people like know what I'm doing, I guess. Because I live like in a small area where like everybody kind of knows everybody, despite you going like where you go, So
but who's watching?
Kinda, I guess
who's watching box truck content?
Yeah, no one.
Exactly in that area. Like if you were in an area like mine, you're gonna like people are gonna recognize you. But that's why I'm telling you.
Yeah,
like,
more
huh?
that.
You said
more
what?
of that, but I mean, more about that. But going into this new year, 2026, I mean, I'm gonna focus on honestly strictly content, and then I obviously want to build up the moving company into something that could sustain itself, and it's totally doable. You know what I mean? Like just kind of cycling out from Thumbtack and then going into posting ads and stuff like that. I think I'll be able to get consistent work in 2026.
Lift and Go. You got a 5.0, right? If this is you, Lift and Go Services. Is that you?
Yeah, I believe 5.0, 5 stars, yeah, and then I got like 80 reviews almost.
79, yeah. You got 79 reviews with a 5.0. Let's see.
Yeah, man, honestly.
Let me look at these pictures, man.
Oh yeah, the pictures I haven't updated them. I got a few more pictures, but it's just like
you just got pictures of like these pictures aren't representation of moving. Like you took a picture of a living room before y'all did anything, before y'all wrapped it, padded it. It's just the living room. Then you got pictures of like, I don't know if this is like a garage with a dog. Like what is I don't understand what's the purpose of this. I'm just gonna show the picture. Hold on, let me see something. Let me see if let me a second. Let me see if I can.
That might not be me. Maybe. Let me see.
I'm just gonna show the picture. Can't nobody see like nothing else, but like what is the purpose of this?
Yeah, let me see.
Like what is the purpose of this? Like what is this?
Oh no, that was what a customer did. That was when I was doing like landscaping as well. So like it shows like the previous. You see that?
Yeah,
but like I was taking turns down.
Moving. Wait, hold on. So is this like a thumbtack for just like with a bunch of different services that you offer, and it's not just for moving, just general moving?
No. At the beginning, I was obviously getting doing like landscaping jobs as well through the thumbtack, but now it's just strictly moving.
Yeah, I mean, clearly, I guess the people that you're using. I'm gonna show the pictures, bro. All right.
Yeah, go ahead. The ones that I posted, I mean, it was just basically like some stuff inside a box truck. I have more content that I could add to it, which I'm assuming would help out a little bit.
Let's see, bro. Was this the whole load for this?
Hello? The whole load? Yeah, that was the whole load. That's what I'm saying. Like most of my jobs are like.
Foot. Now let me tell you something. You know what my pet peeve is about mattresses, bro. You know what my pet peeve is about mattresses, bro.
To wrap them?
Yeah, like y'all niggas just must like, bro. I'm never listen. I'm starting to itch thinking about this shit, bro. Like, damn, bro. Like, what's up with y'all in these mattresses, nigga? I'm not never putting nobody's mattress on nothing of mine without wrapping it. Never. One, you don't want to dirty up somebody's mattress. Two, you clearly didn't check for bed bugs, and even if they got them and you missed them because it's the early stages of them, you don't want that shit on your truck.
That's true.
You don't want that shit rubbing up against you. Like, come on, bro.
That's true. Right there.
Like, and then this, even from the customer, this floor is fucking filthy, bro. Like, you said somebody's mattress. Man, I wish I would hire a moving company. They grab my mattress. I see them walking out the door. Hey, man, put that mattress right there. Matter of fact, man, y'all have a good day. Y'all have a good day.
It's like what you said, man. Honestly, it's I remember one time you used the example of like people want to jump into the moving game and start moving $1 million homes and stuff like that when they don't have any experience.
Yeah.
It's like all of the moves that we're doing right now is basically like 1-bedroom apartments.
Don't matter. Like, you've been watching me for 3 years, bro. You know I don't tolerate this. Is this a TV right here on the wall?
Where we strapped it to the wall.
Wait, where's the fucking wrap? You got the fucking screen.
What is that? It's not a TV.
What is this? Is that a TV?
No, that's like the bed. That's
the frame.
Yeah,
that mattress.
Anytime that we deal with like TVs, I secure it with the mattress.
You need blankets for this shit, bro. This is a waste of wrap.
Yeah,
this is just a waste, bro. This shit ain't gonna do nothing for no.
You know, oh no, that was all the customer paid.
This came out the pod right here.
We were putting it into the pod.
Okay. Yeah. See something. Oh fuck.
Hey, besides the like, obviously not wrapping the mattresses, like, what do you think about the stacking and stuff? Is that good? I do all the stacking myself.
Fuck. Trying to blow this shit up. It's okay. I mean, because you got too much truck for these little bitty jobs, bro. You need a 16-footer. It's just too much truck. Why are you renting a 26-footer for this little bitty shit, bro?
No, all those pictures were taken like in the beginning when I was still doing the middle mile stuff, or the stuff where the truck was like on a long-term rental. So I would just use the truck that we were using. Like now, when it's just small jobs, I just take a little 16-footer.
Yo, this mattress shit again, bro. My pet peeve, bro. I hate to see this shit.
Yeah.
Oh, well, this is a good one. It's your pickup truck, right?
Oh yeah, that was my first moving job right there.
You could do this shit in your pickup truck. You can. You can put this little shit in the back of a pickup truck. Just wrap it really, really good. Stack it, strap it. Because you can utilize the gate. This gives you that full 6 feet.
Was it?
Yeah, you
so right now,
weight capacity on this. I forget what it is. What is this? A Ram?
No, that's what I can't see.
Yeah, you could put you can load all the way out to the edge of the gate. This is rated, I forget for how many pounds, but this is what makes it. This part is not 6 feet. It's 6 feet all the way to this part, to the white part.
Well, basically, like, what I need help with right now is if I should get a 26-footer or like go in. Because I got like 20 that I could utilize to that's more customer stuff. Well, we were just loading it up.
Yeah. Well, it looked like, the rates, you rate it pretty good, but I don't know if that's mostly from the landscaping or.
No, that's mainly the moving.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't read the reviews, but Alex is your partner, right? Well, your old partner, right?
No. Alex is one of the guys that helps me out now with the moving.
Okay. Well, I would wrap this shit, bro. You skated by with getting 5-star reviews for not wrapping shit. I would start wrapping shit, learn how to wrap shit, bro. Invest in some materials. Go from there. Rent a smaller truck. I wouldn't even rent a 26-footer. You don't need a 26-footer. Look like most of the jobs you're doing are small. I wouldn't even take on big jobs anyway.
Yeah, so do you think I should get like a little 16-footer or 20-foot box truck, like buy one, So like I don't gotta rent anymore.
No, I would keep still experimenting with your pickup truck. Like those moves you could have did. Like, listen, bro, these moves, I swear to God, on everything I love, I could have put this in my.
The thing is that we could probably
This
fit
I
most
would
of
have
the
got
stuff.
this in an avalanche, bro. I would have strapped the mattress and the box spring to the roof. I would have put the couch in up against one of the walls. I would have put this in the couch. I would have put this on up against that against that. This would have been the couch. This would have been on the floor. That would have been in the couch. The mattress and the box string would have been strapped to the roof, and all this shit would have been filled in between. I would have threw two ratchet cross. I would have hooked one ratchet strap. I would have X'd it. I would have X'd the ratchet here to there, another one here to there, so it would have been in an X. Obviously, a ratchet strap across the front of the box string. You put the mattress at the bottom. You put the box string at the top. So when you drive in, that wind will get up under that mattress. So if you put the mattress on the top, that wind gonna get in. It'll be strapped, but you'll see it flap up in the air. So you put the mattress on the bottom, put the box string on the top, throw a ratchet over the front, throw a ratchet in the back, stack that shit in the back, ratchet in the X. If you go all the way out to the tailgate, right here, you go all the way out to the tailgate, it should be a hook right here and over there, and you just strap that shit in. So you're gonna need some straps. And I would have got all this shit, and I would have got all that shit in this pickup truck. For real. I would pack way more of this in a pickup
All right.
truck.
Well, like those pictures are obviously like just like how I began, like starting off. You know what I mean? But like just to give you an idea of like kind of where it's going. Like September, October, up to like June. From there, like June on, I've been getting like basically a month, close to like 20 jobs a month. You know.
It's cool. If you're getting 20
like,
jobs a month, that's like 5 jobs a week. So
yeah, it's like
if you rent a 16-footer at whatever $250 a week, what are they giving you for the miles?
They got me 11 cents a mile.
11 cents a mile. You just rent it and you keep it. You figure you charge $100 an hour.
Well, long term, you think I should do a long term?
If you're doing 20 jobs a month, that's averaging out to about 5 jobs a week, bro. So one job should cover the cost of the rental for the week plus profit.
But you think that's better than just buying a truck?
Dude, it took me 3 years to buy a truck. The customer is I didn't buy my first truck to 2013.
When'd you start? 2010?
2010. But when I started buying, I was buying like every other month. But here's the thing.
So when you
I never paid for it. Listen, I never paid for a truck, bro. Even when I started doing, when I got the IKEA, when I first got the IKEA, I started that. Right? When I took that contract and they was like, man, how many trucks? I said, I could give you as many as you want. That was the first, my introduction into Final Mile. I had to get Penske's for that before I started transitioning my own trucks in. So with moving, the customer is paying for the truck. So you can still, I wouldn't buy a truck until you have a customer base and your license. Because once you become licensed, get a truck, just flying under the radar is like, now you're just exposing yourself. With a rental truck, the police, I don't know if it's an agency down there that, if it's regulated, you got an agency down there like we have up here that's driving around looking for that shit. In a Penske truck, you just look like a person who's moving themselves.
Yeah.
Once you get a white truck, it looks more professional. So now that you're just out in the open. So if you're not going to get licensed, you should stay in a rental truck, bro. You're not paying for it anyway. The customer's paying for it. If you're doing 20 jobs a month, 5 jobs a week, that first job you have on Monday is going to cover the cost of the truck. Everything else you do is
profit should be profit.
Minus your fuel, shit like that. Your materials, you're charging every customer a truck fee. So if you do 3 jobs on a Monday, 3 jobs this size, your goal should be doing 3 jobs like this a day. If you do 3 jobs
Yeah.
like this, you charge each customer $100 Let's say you saying you charge 100. You just make $300 just off of truck fees, and then you might have only used. You might have not even used $100 worth of fees. Like your moves are probably still in the same metropolitan area.
Mm-hmm.
You haven't burned $100 worth of fuel. You haven't used $100 worth of material. Your mileage hasn't equated to $100. So you're in profit from a truck fee from job 1, and then job 2 and job 3 is 100% profit on the truck fee.
So you think the truck
Jobs
fee
like
should be
this,
the
listen, if you
200?
did 3 jobs like this, you only would have to use, you would still have shrink wrap left. You could use a roll of shrink wrap and still have probably half a roll, quarter of a roll left.
Like, should we wrap the whole thing, everything though? The couches, the
You're gonna wrap the mattress in a box spring for sure. You're gonna wrap the couch. You're gonna wrap the couch full. You're gonna wrap that. Is that a love seat full? Obviously, you're gonna blanket that. Once you put the blanket, wrap it with a blanket, top and bottom, covered 100%. Throw tape around it to hold the blank, then go around it.
you had a video where you suggested, like, for the size of the truck, like what to have in it. I think it was like for a 16-footer, like maybe like 10 blankets. You said.
You want to have at least if you're starting off, I would say at least get a dozen, really more than a dozen. But, I know starting off can be kind of rough. So I would buy at least a bundle at least. If you're buying 10, you're buying them individually.
I got kind of lucky.
Huh?
I got kind of lucky on one of the jobs that we did, like one of the first jobs that we did, the woman gave me all her moving blankets that she used.
What color were they? Gray?
Black.
Oh. Well, then you got blankets. Just wash them and
yeah, so 12 blankets for the truck.
I would get more though. She gave you 12. Go buy a bundle. So now you got 24. Because look, you're gonna need 2 blankets for this. You're gonna need 2 or 3 blankets for that. Right? So this is just 1 blanket. This is 2 blankets. This is 2 blankets. This back here is 2 blankets. So between these things, you're looking at least 6 blankets.
Yeah. So just keep renting.
So that's a half a dozen gone with just 3 items right there, bro. So like you can't, you need blankets. Your blankets should be stacked from floor to ceiling pretty much. You're gonna need a few dozen blankets. I mean, just buy them over a period of time to build up your inventory of blankets, because you're gonna have to replace blankets. You're gonna have blankets that snag and tear. So you're gonna always be buying blankets anyway. You're gonna be throwing blankets out. You're gonna be keeping certain blankets are gonna tear, so on and so forth. So
okay, let me ask you this. So if I raise the price to the truck to 200 for the truck, you think I should still raise the prices for the laborers going into the next year, or you think I should just keep it at 50 an hour for now?
I think you should 100 an hour, dude. You ain't no professional.
Yeah, that's true.
You's a novice. Or you gonna charge somebody something that you're not worth? $50 an hour is good. You making $25 an hour off the other guy's labor. So $50 an hour, you making $75 an hour. You paying the other guy what, 25, 20?
Yeah, 30.
You paying the other guy 30, so you making 70 plus the truck fee. Yeah, I would.
So just up the truck to 200.
I would probably increase the truck fee maybe about $25, $125. I mean, that's about it. The material costs, you can buy materials out the truck fee. Like you're making money in the truck fee to invest into.
Well, the truck fee, if I up it to 150, I still wouldn't cover it, just because the average rental, like for the 16-footer, is like 150. That's including the mileage that I put on it, and then obviously not including the gas. The gas maybe might take me to like 170.
So that ain't nothing. If you do, like, how long did it take you to do this job?
Man, those jobs knock them out in less than an hour.
All right, but how do you charge? You charge $100 an hour? You charge a minimum?
Yeah, the 2-hour minimum. We got a 2-hour.
This job pays you $300.
Well, that job would probably pay me like $250. I used to charge $50 for the truck rental.
What the fuck, bro?
I mean, $50 for the truck.
Get off my phone, bro. Get off my
phone. No. That was back then.
But you've been watching my channel for 3 years, bro.
Well, I mainly like watch the lives that you do and stuff like that. Like I've gone back and watched some of your old catalog, but I've obviously never really seen like the moving stuff that you've done. So now, like obviously going forward, now the truck is obviously going to be upwards to 150 for the truck, or
125.
I'm leaning.
125 for a 16-footer, bro.
Okay, 16-footer, 125. And then how about for like 20-footers or like 26-footers? Because there's already like
I
a
would
job that I
take
got
no
locked.
26-foot jobs if I were you, bro.
I already got a job that's locked in for a 26-footer.
And you and another guy.
Well, that one we're gonna get 3 guys.
Okay, and what is it? A house?
Yeah, it's a house.
You don't even got no material.
Oh, she's got everything boxed in already. All we provide is like the shrink wrap to wrap the mattresses and stuff. For that one, we did wrap the mattresses.
What are you gonna wrap the dressers with? The chest, other wood things. If it's a house, what if she got like an armoire?
With blankets,
She got a china cabinet.
With blankets.
Whatever.
We do the blankets and then we do the shrink wrap around it.
Cool, bro.
I'll,
a house, you're gonna need more than a house. You're gonna need more than 12 blankets, bro.
Yeah. Obviously, I try to stretch them out. In total, I probably got like maybe like 25 blankets.
You shouldn't be doing house moves, but whatever, dude.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna try to lay off and just try to stick to like these smaller jobs because the smaller jobs are way we could do them quicker and then obviously do more of them, and they're just better for the time being right now until we get more experience.
Yeah, man. Y'all, I swear, y'all don't never listen, bro. Y'all don't not listen.
Okay. Besides that, I got one more question. The thing
I got a
that
question
I want to
for you
ask
too, and you're not gonna dodge it, bro. I want to know what happened. I'm gonna answer your question, but I want to know what happened with you and your partner. What's your question?
So my question is, I know this is gonna sound dumb. It's all right. You could go ahead, call me a middle American, but basically, the DOT and the MC, I still got it active and I'm still paying insurance for that business. You think I should just drop it and let it go and let that just let
This
go
is
of
the
that?
thing with the partner, right?
No, this is my own DOT, my own MC.
So, you just paying what? Insurance on what? What are you paying insurance on?
On what's it called, a van?
You don't have a van, right?
No, I have a van.
You do have a van?
Yeah, it's in the shop. It's a little a Ram ProMaster. I forgot how big it is.
You're not
like one of those
shit, right? I wouldn't be paying money on shit that I'm not like utilizing, bro. I don't understand why people do this shit. I mean, that's
Well, I just kind of kept it because, like I was telling you, like my kind of view on it is, if I'm able to go back to a 26-footer and use it for like moves and stuff like that, once it slows down, then I could also like move freight when it's slow, you know. But what do you think?
I don't know, bro. Do what you want when it comes to that. I can't answer that for you, bro. I don't know, bro. You got a lot of other shit going on that you hiding, bro. So if you want to keep it, keep it. If it's a burden to you from a cost perspective, get rid of it. Yes.
Okay, makes sense.
Now, what happened with you and your partner, bro?
Just like how I was telling you, like towards October, it was just we had already like not been like working together, and I was basically just collecting a check for having my authority on the road with them. You know what I mean? Like him doing his route with my authority.
Mm-hmm.
And then he basically like it wasn't like he didn't cause the accident, but basically like something ended up happening on the road where like a car like bumped into him and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then it kind of messed up the rental, and then when the rental had to be like fixed and stuff like that, obviously I didn't want to use my insurance because it was never like a real accident, you know what I mean? It was just like some scrapes on the truck that ended up happening. Mind you, this was all under him, like under his, like he was the driver in all this situation, right?
Mm-hmm.
So then they took the truck back to Enterprise, and then Enterprise hit us with the quote, what it would take to fix the truck and stuff like that. And then I told them like, hey man, well, you were the driver, you know what I mean? Like, obviously, like somebody has to be responsible for this.
Yeah.
And when it came down, he was like, oh man, I thought we were going to take care of this together, you know what I mean? And I was like, because mind you, like, in that year, like the previous year, like now 2 years ago, around July, when I was still like working for him, I had gotten in an accident with one of the vans. Like this was an actual accident where his insurance got involved, but I ended up fixing the van and paying maybe like close to like 25 to 3,000 to fix the van and everything, right? And I basically told him like, hey man, like there was no us back then when that shit happened. Like I just took care of that whole accident. You know what I mean?
Right.
So like I feel like it's only right that now you were behind the wheel and everything like that, and now you should take care of the accident that happened here. You know, like the whole what the estimate's gonna be. So basically, he was like, all right, and then once he said all right, he basically ended up cutting me out, and he already had his MC and his DOT, so he started running. So I was all like, cool, like, just like I just wanted to get away, you know, like it's cool that you've already got away, because there was a lot of times during that time where I would tell him like, bro, you're basically just paying me, and I'm not doing nothing, you know. But whatever, he ended up getting away, and then now what I'm dealing with is that he's not trying to pay for like the rest of it. He's taking care for a little bit of it, but now he doesn't want to pay for the rest of it.
Yeah. See, I've been telling you for years to get away from Buddy. I've been telling you for years. This is why I say don't do partners. I just did the clip the other day from the semi-truck driver who got a partner. That's why I say don't do partners, bro. Why do y'all think partners is like good when it comes to trucking, bro? This shit is the fucking worst thing. This is why I say don't do partners. You, the guy from the other day, and here's the thing with you. I've been telling you for 3 years since the first day when I met your partner. And I said, dog, get away from this dude, bro. Told you, bro.
Yeah, man. And now I'm basically stuck with like not stuck with it, because I keep telling him like, man, if you're not really trying to pay for this, like there's no other way for me to go than obviously take it the legal way, you
bro,
know?
he's not going to do it. He got away from you when the shit hit the fan. He jumped ship. He told you what it was. If he was with you, if he was solid with you, then what's known don't need to be understood. Yeah, I'm gonna call you a middle American. Cause nigga, from where I'm from, what's known don't need to be understood. Motherfucker gonna show you. I just said yesterday. Mama always told me, show a motherfucker better than you can tell you. A next motherfucker gonna show you better they can tell. He didn't tell you nothing. He showed you where he stood. Fuck you. Y'all little young cats, man, y'all just not built like how we was built, bro. Like, he showed you already. Fuck you. He moved around. What you waiting on?
Yeah, so you think I should just pay that shit off and just fucking move on with my life and just continue to try to prosper with this moving?
To move on with your life. Sound like a breakup, bro.
Bro, trust, man. Man, I just...
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Sound like a breakup, bro. Oh, man, bro. What you want to do? What you want me to do, bro? You want me to send some guys out there, bro?
No, I'm just gonna end up just paying it off, man.
Hey, man, listen, I'm gonna send you a menu, and you let me know. Just look at the menu, and just it's the code on the menu. Just send me the code, and then I'll know where to go from there. And then it's gonna be a knock at your door, man. Just hand them a bag, and then poof, your problems will be taken care of. Just let me know. Come in the Discord, man. I'm gonna send you a menu. Let me know what you want to do. Cause I like you, man. I think you need a little help, bro. I think you need a little help. I think we got to do a little demonstrating.
Because like my plan going forward is obviously getting into the content creation as far as like at least for the business, you know what I mean? So as far as that, I mean, if you could kind of guide me through that, man, I'd appreciate
You trying to get off the topic, man. You can't get off the topic. I ain't ready to get off the topic yet. Told you to get away from that dude.
Well, Mar, I know, man. Like, trust me, it seems like I went against myself, man. Once I started working for him, man, once shit started like
you went against
weird,
me,
like,
bro. You went against me. Listen, bro. The moment that motherfucker came on the live stream that day, I told you from the conversation when I looked into his eyes and I had the conversation, I said, get the fuck away from dude. All the shit that you went through since that time, him with the gas and all this other crackhead ass shit. I said, bro, I told you.
Bro, you know what he still wanted, like, what he still had the audacity to try to do to me, man?
What?
We were having a conversation the other day about this whole situation, and he still tried to be like, "No, man, I'm gonna go take my van to a mechanic, so that he could quote me to see what's left to try to fix it, and I want the refund that was owed to me for the truck when we still had it, when I basically jumped ship on you, and then I told you to go return the truck so that we could get the refund on it, and I'm gonna basically just start hitting you with like everything that is owed to me on the past year, man."
That's what he told you?
Man.
Told you, bro. See, what I noticed about like y'all young clats, y'all don't like have no like discernment. Like y'all can't read the room. Y'all will walk into a back door. Yeah, y'all will walk into the shit. All you little, like all y'all, and this is why I be having my way with y'all, because y'all be thinking y'all know. Like you will walk into a back door. It took me one time for you to bring that motherfucker on the stream 3 years ago. I said, get the fuck away from that motherfucker. And every time you came up, it was an issue. Sneaky. I could look at a motherfucker and say, yo, get away from him. I said, bro, I told you in the Discord, bro, get away from dude, man. Dude don't mean you no good. I'm going to tell you what, bro. Based on, you said what?
No, I just think that it was like just in the, like, because obviously like now I'm older, and like when I was younger.
You are
like
24 now? 25? What are you?
23.
You're 23, bro. Come on, bro. Get off my phone, bro. Fuck out of here, bro. Listen to me. You always gotta listen to me. Listen to me, bro. Listen to me. This is why you don't make it. And people, like, you got these people that come in here, these goofies and shit. They say, oh, you old and all this shit. Like, it's a in today's times, it's a benefit, obviously, but especially where I come from, it's a to get this to make it to be older is a big deal. And when you get older, you have a level of wisdom that comes along with being a person of an older age. What y'all don't realize is when you talk to older people, your generation, y'all don't take what we say. Y'all don't take it serious, bro. Like, you are the generation that has to learn things the hard way. Y'all got to get y'all feelings hurt. Y'all got to get beat up a multitude of times before you realize it. Where we come from, we just listen to our folks. We listen to the people that were above us. We took what they said at face value because we knew when they told us things for that were in our best interest. Like, I'm not going to sit up here on my time and my dime to tell you, yo, a bunch of bullshit. Why? One, is going to my credibility, right? And two, it's just not in my best interest as an older gentleman to tell you some shit that's misleading. So when I measure a situation, I look at somebody, I'm looking through their soul. I look through his soul, and I told you, get the fuck away from dude.
No, man, you honestly, like, in that's true.
So what I would do if I was you, based on the conversation that we having, and like how you're commenting, and like, man, you know, just move, like, just let that shit go, bro. You're gonna have to chalk that up as an L. You know, you're.
Well, I took it some L's in my life, and honestly, this is the biggest one ever.
Here's the thing: you should have listened to me.
Yeah.
I don't need to know him or grow up with him. The shit I can see, you can't see it.
Oh, man.
So, you know what I'm saying? I can see shit that you can't see because you're just not experienced yet. Like, you still in that age where you think everybody is your friend and shit. You think everybody got your best interest. You think the people around you will do the same thing for you that you would do for them. Majority of the people that are around you will do exactly what he did. As you get older, you're gonna realize majority of people around you 20 years from now ain't gonna be around you. You may have one real friend, maybe two if you're lucky. But that wasn't even a friendship. That was a partnership, whatever.
Yeah.
Which are more reasons that you shouldn't have just trusted with your feelings, bro. We don't go into nothing with our feelings. And I keep telling you niggas this, but y'all don't listen. Feelings will get you fucked up out here, bro. All the way around the board. I show you this shit all the time, bro. When it comes up with these people and these cost per miles, they trucking business, I always point where they feel at. The dude yesterday, he don't like because he's feeling a certain thing. So he couldn't hold it in. He's a feeler. He's a feel type of person. We don't do feels, bro. Get that shit out your head. You need to toughen up, have a little bit more discernment, how you move. Don't do no partnerships. Trust no one. Right? Tighten your shit up. That shit is over with. You're going to have to eat that L. What you going to do? What you going to do? Ain't some shit you can do, but you ain't finna. So you got to eat that.
Yeah.
What you going to do? Buddy, he told you, showed you. He didn't tell you, he showed you. Go ahead and let that shit go. Get the fuck around from him. Cut your ties with him. Move the fuck on, bro. Build up. You know how you get back at him, bro? Let me tell you how you get back at a motherfucker like that.
By succeeding?
You build up bigger and better and you shit on him.
Yeah.
You don't like let him know you shitting on him. Eventually he gonna run into you. In a few years, he'll run into you and he'll see. Don't never go put it in front of him. It's just like my OG always told me. Don't tell nobody. Don't let your left hand know what your right hand doing. Always keep some cards in the deck for a goofy and a hater. He gonna bump into you one day and you gonna be him. You show a motherfucker. You show a motherfucker.
Real shit.
Keep your head down. Do the work. Get to the bag and run it up. And one day he gonna bump into you. And then you just look at him. You chuck it. Do like that and keep it moving.
Yes, sir.
That shit gonna make that motherfucker, hey, that motherfucker gonna lose his shit. That's how you play a motherfucker like that.
Yes, sir.
Chin up, soldier. Chin up.
Nah, always, man. You know, just
numbers. Get them numbers right, man. Stop undercharging these people and shit, bro.
Man, I don't know if it was like maybe not the same for you, but like for me, sometimes it'll be like obviously like the price will come up to like not like a crazy amount, like a good amount, but I still feel like nervous, like even like telling them like hey, it's gonna be like.
What do you feel nervous for, bro? I'm gonna answer this and then I'm gonna let you answer the content question. Why are you feeling nervous about a customer, bro? This is a customer, bro. They paying for a service. Why are you nervous about your rate? What's making you nervous, bro?
I just want to chalk it up to like, man, it's like the first time that I like actually do this shit, you know.
What? What are you telling me? What is it? Why are you nervous to charge a customer, bro?
I'm just saying, like, it just makes me nervous.
You're scared to charge a customer this type of money. You feel like it's you're gonna get let down, right? Some shit like that. The numbers, because moving money is different. This is why a lot of these OTR guys, they get mad at Big Mark. They get mad at Big Mark.
Man, I know, man. I've already been.
I've told people, listen, I've charged people $20, $25. I've charged people $600 an hour. You've seen me go back and forth with people in the shit. There ain't no way you charge that. These people are poor. Like a Dizzy type nigga. That nigga went back and forth with me on cross country. You had the lady a month ago said she charged somebody $6,000 to go from Florida to fucking California. Either these people are lying or they're just fucking retarded. Either way, they're poor. This is what I'm telling you.
Yeah.
This is the nature of this particular niche as it pertains to logistics. It's a premium service.
Yeah,
Why? Because they can do it themselves, technically. It's labor.
Yeah.
A lot of costs associated with it in the back end. It's workers' comp associated with it, right? So you have to charge them accordingly, and they're prepared to pay these prices. They've done their research. Trust me, they know, like, you don't have to be nervous to tell somebody $125 truck for $100 an hour.
Yeah.
For what? So what are you going to, like, you going to be nervous if you go get fully licensed and now your cost is higher, you got workers' comp and things like that, and you got to charge more? You got to charge a higher truck fee? You got to charge for materials?
Nah, man, I gotta
scale up and somebody quotes you wants a you're out in Vegas. What if Floyd Mayweather say, yo, I need some shit taken from my Las Vegas home down to my Beverly Hills home? You gonna be scared to charge him?
Nah,
what if Dana White or somebody say, yo, I need this shit taken from here to there? There's a lot of money out there in Vegas, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So when you get to those types of jobs, are you gonna be scared to charge these motherfuckers $400-$500 an hour? Because that number just sounds so exorbitant to you because you've probably never imagined it. But if that's what it costs and that's what it's costing, I can tell you, from experience, people will pay it, bro.
Yeah, no shit.
So now, what's the content question you had, bro?
No, just the content as far as that, basically just well, I just got kind of like an idea of like obviously building up an Instagram page and stuff like that. But well, what I really want to ask you is, did you have any bundles? Like when you were doing it like this, did you offer any bundles to people?
What do you mean bundles for what?
For moving.
Like packages? You talking about?
Yeah,
what are we talking about? Are we talking about content or are we back on moving, bro?
No, moving.
So what's the content question you had, bro?
No, just the content was like obviously like since I'm in the Discord, like I'll send some content stuff in there, and then you could kind of just guide me on like if it would be good content to post.
So you're not scared to show your face no more?
I was never scared, man. I'm just saying like there's like just like
bro,
I'm from an area, man, where there's
trolls,
like there's a lot of haters.
You're gonna get trolls, man.
Yeah, I know. I just gotta get over that, man. You know,
you gotta get over.
Really
listen, if you don't want to get out here, listen. Let me tell you about a troll. You see how I do them.
Yeah.
And you're gonna have content creators. If you get really big, you're gonna have the trolls. You're gonna have other content creators. There was a content creator said something when we did that shit with Sam. Like it was a bunch of hate in that live stream that day. When I went back and watched the stream, it was hate. People was hating on Sam. People was hating on me. People was hating on Kirk. Somebody came in. I went and looked at their channel. This motherfucker don't even show their face, bro. They got a whole channel of just speaking behind the fucking picture. Never show his face. These niggas are suckers. These niggas are suckers in real life. You can't let a troll or another content creator, because these people, they disagree with something you said, or they're jealous or envious of the fact that you're succeeding in real life and or on the internet. They're going to say things, bro. And you have to have thick skin. Like this shit that you got going on with Buddy, like you can't let that shit phase you, bro. You got to move on. You got to be tough, and you got to be prepared because it's going to happen. The more success you see, the more it's going to happen, and you have to destroy these motherfuckers, or you have to ignore it. Either you're going to have to have thick skin and ignore it, or have thick skin and know how to banter back and forth and win, or do a combination of both, right? Mm-hmm. But you're gonna have to have thick skin. You can't have that timidness, right? Because you know you just can't, bro. Like if you feel that way, me personally, and especially because you young and y'all is the first one to talk about mental health and y'all get emotional and shit like that, I wouldn't recommend you do it, bro. And
No,
you
that's
gotta
not me. But I don't know. Like obviously, like you could say like that shit. Obviously, it's real and shit like that. But man, like there's as a business owner, man, you got to learn how to like suck it up and deal with like the bad moments. You know what I mean?
you just gotta deal with bad moments, period, bro. Fuck business is gonna have bad moments in life. You gonna have
Yeah,
shit that
exactly.
happen in life, bro. You 23, you ain't lived long enough. That's why I be like, yo, y'all niggas can't tell me nothing. You ain't lived long enough. There's gonna be shit that's gonna happen to you in life that's already planned that you have no control. You just haven't lived through it yet, right? Fuck business,
Yeah.
life. You still got both of your parents, shit like
Yes,
that.
sir.
You going like it's a lot of shit that you gonna have to deal with. It's gonna be deaths you're gonna have to deal with. It's gonna be financial burdens you're gonna have to deal with. You're gonna have to deal with unforeseen situations. There's gonna be a lot of shit. Health things that might not affect you directly, but maybe affect somebody close to you directly. You know,
Yeah.
investments, home investments, things go awry with it. You know what I'm saying? Family
Yeah.
issues, spousal issues, like shit happens, bro. You know, so you just have to build, you know, a tough, you have to, and then as a business owner, you have to deal with the weight of the world from a personal perspective and the weight of the world from a business perspective simultaneously at the same time. Sometimes you'll get hit with shit in real life and get hit with some shit in business at the same time. And it's just like, bro, like, man, can you catch a break? Then if you become one of them types of guys where other people lean and depend on you, then you have to be uh, the person people come to resolute to help resolve their issues.
Yeah.
This is what, man, heavy is the head that wears the crown. And that's why
Yes, sir.
God places his toughest battles on his strongest warriors.
Yes, sir.
So when you step into these types of rooms and you want to scale up and shit like that, you
Mhm.
gotta be prepared. Hold on a second. Give me a second. Hello? Hello?
Hi, Mark. How are you?
How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. I once called. I
Can
don't
I put
remember
hold on
when.
1 second, please? 1 second.
Oh,
All right.
I'm good. I'm good.
Yo,
I once called.
let me see who this is, bro. I gave you enough game. You heard me?
Hey, what was that?
I'm gonna see who this is on the other line. I gave you enough game, man. You in the Discord. Just
No, you're good. You're good, Mark. Have a happy New Year, man, and Merry late Christmas, man.
all right,
Take it easy.
Chris,
Thank
Happy New
you.
Year. Hello.
Hey.
Hi.
All right.
All right. I called you. I don't know. I don't believe. It was maybe a month ago. I think it was, and we're looking at getting the final mile contract with the appliances.
Yeah, you the lady that's from Florida that's in California, right?
in California. No.
Okay, maybe you're somebody else. Okay.
Yeah, I'm in the Midwest.
Okay. I don't remember talking to you, but refresh my mind.
No, you're good. So I was signed on the contract. It is a big appliance store in the Midwest. I did go on a couple of runs. The thing is with appliances, of course, you're dealing with water lines, you're dealing with gas lines, so there is always that risk for, God forbid, leakage during an install.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, I was wondering, are you familiar with any resources in terms of training for stuff like that?
I'm trying to remember.
Because I'm trying to think of go ahead.
You say you're from the Midwest. Where?
Right next door, you? Right next door.
Right next door to me?
Indiana, yeah.
Yo. You hear me through the wall?
Funny.
What you mean right next door?
Indiana. You're in Chicago, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What part of Indiana you from?
Right, Indianapolis.
By Indianapolis?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What contract is this?
It's with Lowe's.
Who?
Lowe's?
Say that one more time.
Lowe's.
Okay. Who's the contract under?
Hub Group.
Hub Group?
Yeah, Hub Group.
Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, so I don't know. I was just wondering if you know any resources, because I feel like if
Yeah.
I can have,
training. Since you're right here, I could do the training.
yeah. Well, Mark, hello.
I'm here.
The contract is actually in Cincy.
And where?
The head in Cincy.
So it's not in Indianapolis?
Yeah, so I had to move my guys to Cincy. Yeah.
Oh, so it's in Cincinnati. Okay, I could do that. It's like 5
Yeah.
hours.
But
we can get on a flight. I'll come out there and
yeah,
it's gonna be
because I'm just
fee though. It's gonna be a fee.
what's steep?
No, I said it's gonna be a fee. Fee.
Right, I understand.
Yeah.
I understand.
Yeah.
Because yeah, I think that's really the biggest risk. Really making sure that the connection is done properly, that there are no any risks for claims after the install. But then there's also the thing with the dents and stuff, like getting into the customer's house, especially if it's a tight entryway or anything like that. So you probably have to take out doors and all that fun stuff, which I think, it can be done during training. But I worry about the burnout too on the crew.
I'm sorry, I'm not. I don't remember talking to you.
No, it was once, and then you're like, how are you gonna? Your response was, how are you gonna carry it there? And because I think you thought I was gonna do it, which I kind of have done it.
Did we talk through the chat,
like,
or you called into the show?
Yeah, into the show. Oh no, it was through the chat. Sorry.
Okay, because
and then you responded live on the show.
I don't remember talking to you, Indiana. I remember things like this, and I would definitely remember because we don't talk to many women on the channel. My channel used to be 89% male, 11% women, and then for some reason my women following jumped down to 5.9% for some reason. I don't know why, but
wow.
Yeah, we don't get a lot of women calls, especially for Final Mile. It's very rare. So
I know. I saw your episode where you're like,
So
I saw the episode.
Yeah, and this is why I did that episode, because even with you who's not on the truck, there's some things that you just said are just very alarming to me. You're worried about burnout. Why? Why are you worried about burnout?
Because I did it. And
you did it?
Yeah.
You lifted a refrigerator?
Tried to. And
tried, but it didn't work out, did it?
Tried to.
Yeah,
but that's what I'm saying.
What? What you saying?
Sorry. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like the burnout on the crew, because this contract is like really 7 days, right?
Yeah.
That's what they're saying. It's 7 days.
Yeah.
So I'm just concerned also just to make sure that at the end of the day, they don't even, call off or, leave.
You concerned about them burning out as far as like you're concerned about like the wear and tear? Or are you concerned that it's going to affect, like, so, well, here's, oh God, Lord have mercy. I'm going to be honest with you. You may not like what I'm about to tell you.
Oh no.
You're not? I wouldn't be worried about like their burnout. I never worried about like I've planned for burnout, but if you got a 7-day-a-week contract, that means you have to have a rotating crew.
Yeah, for sure.
So now, as far as the workload, like to me, that's not something I'm like worried, like concerned about. These are men. My emotions don't play a part in what needs to be lifted throughout the day. That's not where my concern comes in. My concern comes in, they've been running 6 days. I know I can't push them a 7th day, but not even from that aspect, more from a risk of them injuring themselves and more from, if I push them too much, eventually their body is going to fail and they're going to call off and I'm going to be stranded. So I'm going to be hanging I'd rather just properly have a rotating crew for a 7-day-a-week contract for something like that. Now it's them going out and, oh my God, that refrigerator is so heavy. It's so heavy. Oh, I feel so bad for you. No, we not on that. We not on that. Yeah, we don't feel bad for you.
Okay.
You know why?
And then, go ahead. Sorry.
Because we done it.
I did.
No,
That's
you
why I'm
didn't
like,
do
oh,
it. No,
goodness.
you didn't do it. You tried. And then
I
you
did.
woke up. You
Yeah.
thought you could do it. And you really, because when I told y'all you couldn't do it, you probably in your head, be honest, you was like, Mark Kent told him, we're women. We can do anything a man can do. Didn't you think that in your head when I said that?
Yeah, definitely.
I know you
Definitely.
did. You called me a sexist in your head, condescending. I was condescending in your head, right? But then when you got out there and you realized, oh, this is a little different.
Yeah, but honestly, the smaller appliances, those are definitely, I think, doable. Those are doable though. It's just the huge like fridge, double door fridge. It's those are the ones that are
so what's your question for me? What you want to rap about?
Okay, so the first question, of course, was that resource for installation to make sure the install is done properly in the home.
So
that was the first.
And you need training, right?
Yeah, I think that would, and if also I can train too, and
well, somebody got to train you.
So that when you're not there, and I don't have to, I can teach my crew, any new crew, I can teach them.
Okay, well, yeah, we can do that. We can set something up. It's gonna be a fee associated with that. So,
how many bands?
Pardon me?
How many bands?
How many guns?
Bands.
Bands?
Bands. Yeah.
Like bands will make her dance type bands? That's the type of bands you talking about? Like money bands?
Yeah.
We gonna send you a rider. My team will send you a rider. It's gonna consist of, because Mark gotta come with, I don't travel solo, I gotta have my bag man with me. You dig what I'm saying? So, it's gonna be 2 flights. Not first class, we're not gonna hit you upside the head. 2 economy flights. Southwest is fine. Car service to and from.
Are you serious?
Yeah, like this is how I move around on my own. So why would I?
Really?
Why would I do it?
But we're right next door. We're right next door. It's just a drive. It's not even like 3 hours.
I drive.
Or,
if I'm coming there on business, I need a black truck at the airport. This is how I move around when I go out of town. I need the black truck there.
Goodness.
Listen. I'm not. This is how I do on my own time. On my own time. So you think I'm gonna come there and you gonna put me in a goddamn Uber X? I'm not like fucking Batman.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this black truck. Hotel, obviously. I gotta have somewhere to lay down and sleep. And then obviously I need the car service to take me to the first pickup, and then I'll get on the truck, or you can you can have a vehicle that follows the truck, right? Because it's not going to be enough room, and then we'll go full route, and then we'll go through training, and then you have to pay for that service for the day.
I have another idea. But okay.
Yeah, so I can't give you a flat cost right now, because that's all going to be based on the travel cost. The travel cost. Yeah, I ain't gonna hit you too head. My service fee for the day is just a nickel.
Okay.
$500. That ain't bad, right?
No, that's not bad.
But the travel cost is gonna hit you though.
Oh, that's what's gonna hit me. Yeah. I have another idea though. Is it still live?
Yeah, it's live.
Oh, okay. I had an idea. I just didn't want to steal it, but okay, I'll tell you.
You tell me. Tell me.
Oh, the other idea I had.
Go ahead. Oh, you don't want to tell me on the live?
Yeah, because it's. I think it's pretty cool. It'll cut the cost a lot.
Oh, of me coming out there?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what, you want to come here?
No. I'll explain it.
Oh, you want to do like a virtual thing?
Yeah, but yeah, exactly. Something similar to that.
What is that to hide? I thought you was gonna give me like this idea that somebody could take and run off with. Oh,
Yeah. No, I think that's really needed though, something like that. Because not everyone really knows how to install basic appliances, so
mm-hmm.
yeah. But and then the second thing was obviously the money is great if the truck is running 7 days and obviously with the crew on there.
Mm-hmm.
But what's your take on like furniture, like that type of
Furniture.
contract? Yeah, because with this one, honestly, running it, I saw the risks that are there. Like someone can just reject a whole brand new
Mm-hmm.
fridge because there's a small dent on it, which I understand. People want what they're paying for,
Mm-hmm.
but it just seems like it's gonna keep hitting the contractor all the time
Oh yeah,
because it'll fall down. Yeah,
it's gonna happen.
yeah,
It's
and
stuff I talk about all the time.
so on days where if I have a crew that's a little nonchalant, guys who are kind of on the chill side and don't understand all the stuff, you know, I'm thinking about maybe something else like furniture, or
They can
do you
reject
think that would be
too.
better
They can
alternative?
reject furniture too. Anything that gets rejected is gonna get charged back to somebody, and the shit rolls downhill.
Oh,
Furniture doesn't
yeah.
doesn't absolve you from claims.
Yeah, you don't think it's better?
I mean, it's easier,
Mm-hmm.
but it's
And then,
claims can
mm-hmm,
happen with furniture, especially couches.
mm-hmm,
It's where a lot of claims come from couches.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
But you're worried. So
Okay.
you're really, really worried. So why? Why do something that seems like you're concerned so much about? I kind of understand why. Like if you were out here doing this work, you would have the concern, but you're really concerned. And I think the biggest thing that is why you're so concerned is because you really don't have a full grasp of what it entails because you're just not physically capable to get out here to see.
Because what?
You're not physically able to get out here and really understand what it is. See, if you and don't take this the wrong way, please. I'm just being honest. It's not sexist. It's not condescending. If you got out here for let's say a full year and learned it, you learned the angles. You learn how to maneuver things in certain situations. You learn how to
Mm-hmm,
maneuver things in different settings. You learn how to
mm-hmm,
maneuver this same couch in a multitude of different settings, from high rises to low rises to 2 flats to 3 flats to bungalows to ranch to raised ranches to Georgians to bi-levels to all these different style homes and apartment buildings. You could then train because you have the experience. And then when you train, hold on, when you train, you have more confidence in your crew because you trained them. And because you trained them, because you understand the liability that's at stake and you understand the liability comes with a cost to you, you're going to make sure they're trained well and you can hold them accountable. When
yeah.
you don't have this, and that puts you in the situation where you're in right now from a mind frame and a worry
Yeah.
perspective.
True. Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true. Yeah, but thank you, sir. Thank you so much. I watch all your shows, your videos. So, but yeah, because I was doing OTR for a long time, and then this was the pivot that decided to take it to.
You sure you're not that lady I talked to disguising her voice and just be honest with me. Be honest. You can be honest with me. I think you
No. I know the lady you're talking to, the one with the moving, right? The one with the California.
not that lady?
Right. I watched that episode.
Oh, okay.
I did watch that episode. No, you and I have never spoke. You
Oh,
and I have never spoke.
okay.
Yeah, but no, I did watch the episode for that.
So what happened
Yeah.
to OTR? Why'd you stop OTR? Because she said the same thing. She come from OTR to.
Well, the usual complaints, the rates, and because with this, I was doing it myself. I was doing it with the other truck. The other driver was on the other truck. I was on the another truck, sleeping at truck stops, all that fun stuff. But then, there was that, and then the rates were not as great. Sometimes you're sitting out there. We're using the load board. Sometimes you're sitting out there for a whole day waiting for something to come out. But I like this one because it's constant work. There's a lot of work. There's really a lot of work. The truck will not be sitting at all. So that's what I like about it. But now there's this con to it. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I think I'm
Yeah.
gonna be honest with you. I think you need to, God bless you and all, but like,
I receive that. Thank you.
you need to have these guys trained. And I'm being honest,
100%.
you can't train them unless you've been trained. But then there's a limit to what you can do because take it wrong, because y'all be taking it wrong. You're a woman, and physically your body is not structured to do. And since you've been out there, you see that what I'm saying is
I
fact.
do, yeah.
Okay.
I do. But you know what, Mark? That theory comes in with the huge, massive fridges, the double door fridge. Like, honestly, the other appliances, the ranges, gas or electric, or the washer or dryer, those, honestly, with a dolly. But of course, it's a straight through. Now, if you're going upstairs and stuff or downstairs, that's another issue. But then with the straps because I was using the shoulder straps to kind of move with another man, and yeah, we're able to do it that way. It's just now with the
Straight
fridge, we
through.
try,
This is going straight through.
yeah, like without stairs or any.
Job is going to be straight through. A lot of jobs are going to be up, down. Going downstairs
Yeah,
can be difficult, especially some of these basements
true.
where it's a steep drop, and
Yes,
then when you get halfway down, you got the floor above where you got to duck under. Then you might have to lean
yeah.
shit back. And then have you
hmm
done you didn't done Lowe's, right? So have you done a wash tower yet?
No, we've not come across that.
Okay,
Have not,
so see,
but I've seen them.
right, you ain't did a wash tower yet.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's a lot of things that you probably haven't seen yet because you're so new, and you not seen some things. You haven't seen a lot of different settings
hmm
and obstacles with certain things. If they
hmm
got you on the new, they probably got you far, far out somewhere.
No, actually, local. Can you imagine, like
Local
40, 30
Cincinnati?
miles? Mm-hmm.
All right, well,
40, 30 miles.
oh,
Not bad
okay,
for one route. Mm-hmm.
so you dense. All right, well, the more you get out there, the more
Mm-hmm.
obstacles you're gonna see. So, and this is where the
Yeah,
training, it has to be training, has to
true,
be
true,
training.
true.
So,
Yeah, I have a couple guys who are hungry. Like, I think you called them soldiers one time. Couple soldiers already are hungry, just waiting for compliance to pass them through. But like once they're out there, that's kind of where my
mhm,
like my like you want to make sure they do it right.
mhm.
Yeah. That's kind of where I needed your expertise, yeah, with the resource for installation and all that fun stuff.
Ooh, yeah. So yeah, you just gotta get some training and
hmm
go from there.
Thank you, sir.
All right, you have a good day.
Thank you. Wait, but
Yeah,
how do I email you? How does that work?
yeah, you can email me.
Okay,
All
thanks.
right, all right, bye.
Okay, bye.
All right, this 229 number, I'm gonna give you 2 minutes to call back. If not, then I'm gone. Giving you 2 minutes. 229, you called. I'm gonna give you 2 minutes to call back, and then I'm out. Where's the timer at? Where's my timer? My 2-minute timer. Da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da. Where's my 2-minute timer? 229, you got 2 minutes to call back. Time starts once I find my 2-minute timer.
So, oh, there we go. Whoever called in from 229, you got 2 minutes. And then I'm out of here, man. Man, this is the last call. This ain't 229, but yo. Hello?
Hey, what's up with you, Mark?
What up?
Hey, it's TJ. I'm Freeman's chatting. Freeman's Freight in your chat, man.
You say you who in the chat?
Freeman's Freight.
What's going on?
Nothing much. I had talked to you last time. You was telling me about the CFO shit and all that. So I started doing numbers and stuff as far as just like projections on what I could possibly be looking at. So my question is like, in middle mile, is it possible to get like 10,000 miles like in 1 month, basically?
In 1 month?
Yeah.
It's like 2,500 miles a week.
So that's pretty well doable. That's probably with like 8 hours, probably a day on the road, right?
I don't know. I'm just going off the average miles a week. 70 miles an hour type shit. 2,500 miles is doable. Still within the legal. I think it can be done legally. But what that got to do with what I don't understand? Like what's this got to do with anything?
Well, that's kind of like based on me trying to get my revenue. So if I'm trying to get a contract and stuff like that, so that's me a contract. If I get a contract with any company, then I'm kind of like, those are my numbers that I'm looking at, trying to base that off on whether this contract is a good fit for me or not.
You said you're trying to get a contract with a company doing what? What are we talking about?
Right now, I'm not talking about anybody per se.
I'm saying, what are we talking about? Like, what are we talking about? Like over the road, final mile? Like,
no, middle mile.
So
middle mile.
So what do we like? Where's this 10,000 mile come in at? I'm just trying to figure this out.
Well, that's if I'm thinking that if a contract is based off of mileage, or if it's based off of loads. That's something else that I'm not really too sure.
But how would they base it off of mileage? Yo, we gonna give you this contract based off of miles. So just take this shit and just make sure you go 2,000 miles. I don't understand that.
No. I'm saying like, okay, I might have the stack of computers that need to go to a certain place, and I gotta order it to fill. But I have other trucks and other people probably running this load. I can probably guarantee you 10,000. I have 10,000 miles available. So I know more than likely if you are delivering these, I guess, then yeah. Like I said, I could be fucked up, bro. I mean, messed up in that area. Like I said,
where did you get this? Like,
I'm not getting it from nowhere. Like I said, I don't have nobody to really talk to. So most of this stuff is kind of like me just kind of researching and trying to get an idea and trying to get a foot in to gain more knowledge. Right now, I'm just kind of like looking at your videos and stuff like that. Not saying that I seen a video and you said that.
So, what are you doing right now?
Trying to get the business together. Like I said, a whole business.
What are you doing for a living right now? What are you doing?
I'm in school and I'm do marketing on the side.
How old are you again?
I'm 31.
So you want to start this is for a box truck or semi truck?
Box truck.
And you have no experience in trucking, and you're trying to understand contracts.
Nah, I got experience in trucking. I've been in trucking for a good minute. I just don't. I haven't been on the owner side of it. I've been driving box trucks
for somebody else.
Yeah.
Doing what?
Convention shows, trade shows.
So locally, work, right?
You say what?
Locally, right?
No, I was going to San Antonio, so I wouldn't really consider that local to where I'm at.
No, I'm saying you're doing the work locally.
Yeah, sometimes.
So where is this stuff coming from, and where is it going to?
Well, when I was at this certain company doing the trade shows, I was working, like I said, in DFW, but sometimes I have a trade show and we might go to Chicago or we might go to San Antonio or Houston to the convention centers in those cities. And then when I was delivering with AC, then yeah, that was pretty local, but I was going to different cities and stuff. I wasn't just staying in one location.
All right. So you want to start a box truck business for OTR, right?
Yeah, I mean, more. It ain't really got to be that. Like I said, I'm looking to other things. That's just where I got my eye at as far as my concentration right now. Yeah.
So why don't you start it and just go over the road and learn it? I think the
Yeah, I don't
you're
mind.
doing right now, as far as like contracts, like even with your, like how you coming up with a presentation on, yo, I can only give you 10,000 miles. Like that's not how you would present something to somebody.
Okay.
Like that's not like the formula or like no, it's not how you would do it. Like I'm trying to think, like, how does that even make any?
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like so those are parts I done missed. Like I done been in the trucking, but I ain't sat and watched the people that I was working for sit and get a contract. So when I'm delivering on a road, I'm not knowing the behind scenes on why I'm actually delivering this freight. I just know that I'm going to this location and
Right.
drop this,
So
and they gave me
so
some paperwork, and I understand the
so
paperwork.
if you're gonna do OTR, the first thing you need to understand is the road. You need to understand OTR. I think contracts, and I could be wrong, but I look at shit from both sides of the equation. I answer and I come up with I answer with logic. If I was if I had an opportunity for someone with a truck to transport items for me on a contractual basis, what would one of the first things that I would look for?
Their experience.
There you go. This would be a selling point for the company as well, right?
Right.
So for
Okay.
a person who hasn't been in from an owner's perspective, what general business research have you done? Because the information I think you're researching right now is way too advanced for you, and it's obvious based on how you are talking about how you would present it to an individual who had.
Probably once it, like, yeah, I'm probably,
And I think the
I'm,
reason why it's like that is because you don't understand it. When you talked about the miles and selling the miles, or however you said it, if you understood some of the more elementary aspects of it, you wouldn't have said that. I think you're way out of space somewhere as far as what you're trying to accomplish from a research perspective, when you need to be starting from 101.
I agree. I agree with you, because that's what I think I'm looking at, more advanced companies, like not a study like small businesses.
I think you should be focusing on the road, maybe load boards. Like, I mean, going to a company as a new owner operator, like just have, and don't take this the wrong way, just the conversation we having now, you don't even understand the language to be able to sell yourself. That's going to come with experience.
Right.
You don't have any. You can't articulate it now. So if I'm a company that has a use for a person or persons, or a person with a box truck or box trucks, and you come to me talking the way you talk to me, I'm just gonna be like, okay, all right, bro. I'm gonna get back to you if we need you. I'm gonna wait for you to turn around, walk out the door, close the door behind you.
Right. That's something I agree to too. I done said that about myself also. As far as my
Take that shit and
my
throw it in the
speech goes,
trash, bro.
that's something I'm trying to change, I guess, about
I think you
myself.
need to start, and this is the problem with a lot of y'all. Y'all want to start up here, bro.
No, I'm not. That's
Yeah,
not.
you
Nah,
talking
that's
about
not. That's
contracts and stuff and all that stuff. That's
but that's
starting
not.
up here.
But okay. But listen,
Uh-huh.
that's not what That's not what me myself is thinking. That's for me gaining my research. So if I can gain something and it corrects my thinking, then I'm all for it. I'm not saying I'm right about any of this. I am a person that's sitting here saying, hey, no, I'm no dummy. I do have the ability to learn, so I know that I can come in here and learn it. Like I said, I've been doing it, but some things are unclear to me because I haven't sat in this seat. Doesn't mean I
You
can't
told me
get
that the last time, and I'm giving you the same response. Start with basic elementary research, trucking 101. Also start with basic business understanding, introduction to business 101. You have to start from the basics. You always say, yo, well, I've never done this and I don't like, that's cool and all, but that's why I keep telling you to start with the basic. Stop looking at all this advanced shit. Stop looking at
Right now I've been looking at more so looking at your shit. I ain't really been even looking at nothing else outside of you.
Yeah,
but once again, I ain't
you
saying
gonna
that
look at
you
me. You
told
got to
me.
start from those earlier lectures from 3 years ago when I was doing the power. That was a lot of PowerPoint, polished, right? Polished, uh, elementary style information, and it was presented like that, right?
Right.
That's where you need to start. You know, those live streams and those videos that were not the contract ones, but the ones where I was talking about how to scale, stages to business growth, stages to business scale. Those are really neat, professional, polished content. The stuff that I do now is real intermediate because that stuff is evergreen. I don't never have to do it again. It's polished. Companies use that. I'm not cursing in it. It's polished, right? And it's presented in a certain way for you to digest it. It was done like that purposely. So you have to start there. The shit that I talk about now is real edgy, intermediate, advanced. You can watch it, but if you want to really grasp things from a basic, you have to start from the beginning.
Okay, cool. No problem. All right, so that's basically it. I was just, like I said, looking at going over. Well, like I said, these ain't numbers that I know I'm gonna exactly have because I don't have official numbers. So this is just some stuff that I'm basically playing with.
You wouldn't present it to them like that. Man, you know, I can give you 10,000 miles. If I'm going to get a contract, the way I'm going in, I wouldn't say, yo, I can give you 10,000 miles.
Nah, that's
Hold
not
on. This is
how.
what you said. Hold on. This is what you said. But this is what you said. See, I can only go off what you said.
Nah,
The way, hold
understand
on, let me cook. The way a person with experience was going, I'm trying to sell you volume. Yo, what y'all got? What y'all need? Okay, yeah, I can cover all this. We talking how much freight need to be moved. We not talking with our conversation is what needs to be moved. This is the main talking point. What y'all need to do? Because they're gonna say, yo, this is what we need moved. Can you do it? We can do it. And we can do 25%, we can do 50%, or we can do 100% of it. The first talking point is, yo, I can give you 10,000 miles. No, I can give you 10 trucks. Y'all got how much y'all volume y'all need move? Yeah, that's going to be about, we can move that with about 5 trucks. We talking what needs to be moved, and then I would respond, all right, what's the turnaround time? All right, this is what it's going to take. This many trucks, blah, blah, blah. That's how it would be.
Yeah, okay. Okay, that makes sense.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, that makes
But this
sense.
goes back to what I'm saying, like when like experience is concerned. Like you
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. I
you
agree.
stepping
I
into
agree
an
with
arena, or you researching an arena where you it's just like not understanding basic math, addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. Not understanding that, but then attempting to do algebra. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you have to start with the basics. Addition, multiplication, subtraction, division are the prerequisites, right? For
Right.
doing something like algebra. Why? Because algebra contains all of those, right or wrong?
Right. I would
Okay.
say
So
right. I ain't
so
gonna
it's
say
the
I know
same.
for sure, but
So it's the same thing for this. There's prerequisites that you have to take and master in order to understand that, to be able to even articulate it.
okay. So like I said, I'm just gonna watch some more of your videos. Like I said, I know I might be getting on the wrong idea of a lot of stuff, but like I said, it's only because I haven't. You're right. I lack the experience of sitting in that position, so I'm trying to get insight to that, to fill in those blanks, to make everything make sense more.
You said you like sitting in your position.
You say what?
What'd you say? You said you like sitting in your position. What'd you say?
No. I said you're right about my lack of knowledge,
Oh,
and I'm saying like it comes from me not sitting in that type of position. So
you
I don't.
keep
I have blanks in those areas. So that's what I'm.
stop doing that, bro. You always say that, man. I ain't never did that. We know you ain't never did that. That's why you don't
You're
gotta
right.
keep
So
saying
I'm
it,
saying
bro.
you gotta learn. If you never did it, you gotta learn.
I
You
hear
gotta
you,
learn.
but you when you do that, let me tell you, when you do that, it's like pacifying your ignorance. Ignorance is not a bad thing. It's just a lack of knowing. So when you do that, you pacify yo not knowing, man, you know, I ain't sitting in that position. You don't need to say that. We know that already. You see what I'm saying? We know that already. So when you don't know something, you just don't know it. You learn it. Don't pacify it. Well, you know, I don't know it because, you know, I ain't never learned it. Like, no, bro, you got to stop doing that.
I mean, I do. I feel you, but I understand where you're coming from. But I don't. That's not how I be feeling when I be saying that. So
But
that's
do
not how
you
I be looking at it.
understand that's like a
But
bad
I do understand what you're saying.
characteristic, period.
From how you looking at, yeah, I agree with you. From how you looking.
Because if we doing business, I'm listening, I'm talking to you. I'm sharper than you. I got something you want. And I see that every time you lack something, you keep giving yourself an excuse. I'm like, why he keep giving himself an excuse of pacifying the fact? We already know that. It's like, man, it's like, I forget, it's a word. I can't think of the word that shit is that you're doing, but it's not like, it's not something, it's not good to do. It's not good to do. It's like an excuse or some shit like that. Like, it's not good. Just what I'm telling you is just stop doing it. You know what I'm saying? Stop. No, because the first conversation you did it, you did it all through this conversation. And this is advice from a business perspective. Because it's like a lack of self-accountability. And it's not conducive, it's not good, especially when you're sitting across the table when you're trying to do business. A person like me gonna take advantage of me. Oh, you ain't got no confidence. You ain't got no self-confidence.
No, no, no.
That's what it is though, because you wouldn't say it.
I'm not just. I'm saying no doubt. I agree with you.
Right.
In a business scenery, I know for a fact I'm not going into no business meeting saying I'm doing it with you just on the basis of talking with you and being transparent with you.
But
Not in
get that,
no
but you're not hearing what I'm saying because you being combative. Don't do it. Period. Why? Because then it becomes a habit.
Okay.
The more you do it, it becomes a habit, and then you find yourself doing it and not realizing you're doing it.
100.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Don't do it at all. This is what I'm telling you, and this was just like it don't got nothing to do with what we talking about. It's just a bad behavior that I see that you did the first time and you doing it the last time. Don't do that, bro. We don't like that's not because if I'm sitting across the table from you, I'm gonna have my way with you. He ain't got no confidence in himself. Yeah, we finna have our way with Buddy. We finna have our way with Buddy. We got Buddy. I'm just keeping it a buck with you.
Okay, but hear me out. Let me talk. Let me
Go
talk.
ahead, say what you gotta say.
I can feel you on that, and I done stood in those type of positions. But to me, I'm not saying that I don't care, but that's how they perceive me. If they think because he said this right here, man, that's you inside your mind. You don't know. I'm saying it because to me, I'm really holding myself accountable. It's not I'm looking for your sympathy or no sorrow. Like
No,
like
we're
you
not going to
said,
sympathize with you. We're going to take advantage
scenario.
of you. No, we're not going to sympathize with you. We're going to take full advantage of you. We're not
That's
sympathizing with you as
that's
it pertains to business. We're going to use
not
that to our advantage. Hold on, because you explaining it. All you got to do is I didn't told you what it was. The bad characteristic. They said the guy yesterday saying ain't no mentor. So I don't know what this is. This sounds like mentoring to me. I don't know. But the guy yesterday, no mentor. But this sounds like mentoring to me. Hold on, let me tell you something.
No, I didn't say you're not a mentor.
I'm not talking about you. It was a joke, bro. You gotta understand. It's a show, bro. We gotta keep the show engaging, bro. This is hard work up here, bro. That I'm not getting paid to do. So it's fun to me. So listen to me. Listen to me to tell you something. Well, it's generating revenue. It's just not generating the revenue that is profitable. So let me tell you this. When I tell you it, I told you what you did, and I gave you the reason why you shouldn't do it. And I'm not telling you, a grown ass man, you do what you want to do. I'm just not in the place right now to hear the rebuttal, bro. And don't take that the wrong way because there's no rebuttal. It's a bad characteristic, period. It's a bad characteristic in business, period. It's just bad. You did it the last time, you did it this time. Take my word. Don't be like one of these guys that got to learn the hard way. Just take what I'm saying. Please just take this at face value. It just it's just not good, bro. It's just not good because even what you just said right now in your rebuttal, I'm not looking for sympathy. You missed the whole point of what I said. I wouldn't sympathize with you. I just said, yo, this person he got low self-esteem. He's not even confident. He keeps saying, okay, you wrong. You know you're wrong. You know you're going through the learning process. Stop coddling yourself and giving yourself these excuses. All right, man, man, let's talk, yeah. I know how to lean on a person like that. I'm going to have my way with you because you don't know. You're not confident. Listen to what I'm saying. Don't take it in here. Just take it up here, bro. Don't take it right here. Take it here.
Well, like I said, I don't disagree with you, bro. You good?
You feel me?
Yeah. I like I said, I agree.
Already. You from Texas, right?
No doubt.
Already then. Already.
No doubt.
Some player shit, man. It's player shit.
Yeah, so that's needless to say the Philly shit definitely like
I had to put it. I had to give you that ism right there, man. Some player shit, man. That give you that ism.
I feel you knocking.
All right.
Appreciate you, man.
Already, man. Church.
Hey, Happy New Year, bro.
Happy New Year. All right, man. I'm done for the day, bro. I done did my good deed, man, for the day. Go get this workout in, man. Get this workout in, Joe. Bro. Jesus Christ, bro. The phone lines is off, bro. I'm done for the day. I went longer than what I wanted to. It's cool though. It's hard to get these live streams to 2 hours, bro. Especially when I open up the lines, bro. I agree. I 100% agree. That's why you hear me say it all the time. I think in today's society, bro, and this isn't pertaining to anybody in particular. This is just pertaining just in general. Just logic. Logic is too hard. Logic comes with accountability. Everybody's looking for the easy way. The easy way doesn't have logic with it. The easy way doesn't come with accountability. It's easy, and that's why most people go the easy route, or they try to go the route of least resistance. This is why you get the statistical data that you get as it pertains to success and failure rate. People try to go the route of least resistance. Yeah, the phone is off. I'm done, bro. I'm tired of talking, bro. Yeah, I turned it off already. It's over with. I don't. What do you want to talk about, man? Come on. I'm gonna turn it back on for you, bro. Y'all killing me, man. Come on, man. I give you 10 minutes at the most. 10 minutes, man. I turned it off. I'll give you 10 minutes, man. There you go. It's on. 10 minutes, man. I gotta go. One, I gotta pee. I've been holding it. Yo.
Hi, I'd like to speak to Mark. Is Mark available for the show?
What's up?
Hey, hi. I'm calling for an extended warranty on your car. No, actually, can we start the show over? I just got back.
You can watch the replay.
Yeah, the replay's not as good as live. So, do you remember everything you said?
Nope. I said a lot, man.
Somebody in my Discord, just in my Discord, actually asked. He says, "Do you really have to go get another workout after doing shows like this? Because it's
bro. I gotta get the physical workout in, bro. Yeah, I have to. Got to, bro. I don't like going to the gym, but it's a discipline. It's something that I don't like doing. Once I get there, I'm fine. But just the discipline of going is a good brain strengthener, right? Because I know it takes a lot to go. Once I get there, I'm fine. But yeah, I have to go. You can't get lazy. You can't get lax.
Wow.
I would have thought that dealing with all these dumbasses was enough workout for you for one day.
Yeah. You hear him? He thought.
Yeah, it's a here's the thing. Sometimes I have to realize I came up in a home. We were poor, but my mom was still an educator. So at the end of the day, like learning didn't stop for me at school. So sometimes I don't know. Like sometimes I look at it like, is it just is a lot of this stuff common sense, or is it just the fact that I learned in school and then I learned at home? Like my mom still corrects me to today. Like I can't use words like finna and things like that. She's back then teachers, like these teachers now, you know what I'm saying? They not like the teachers back in the day. The teachers back in the day really took the job serious. They were really dedicated to education. And, it's just like I couldn't escape it, bro. So sometimes I think maybe it's just I have a gift because of growing up in a household with an educator, right? Yeah. And I have to remind myself that everybody just didn't have that, so they may not catch on to things.
I think it's the common. Well, we kind of have. I think it's when people like us kind of have common sense, critical thinking, and then application. And I think the application portion is what a lot of people are missing. Like I hear people and they have some common sense, some of the people, and they have some people that are the critical thinker when they'll go back and they'll say, okay, I see what you're talking about. I went back and I did that. But I think it's the application that, a teacher teaches you that aspect of life, right? process the information, then do application to move forward with it. And I think it's a big aspect is that not a lot of people have the ability to do the application after processing the information too. So it's those three things. I did want to hear more of the people that wanted to talk about the self-driving trucks, because a lot of people don't understand. It's like you were saying, self-driving trucks are not going to be designed, and they say it. If I did a ton of research on the self-driving trucks, so I really wanted to see what people were going to push back on you on that. They're not being pushed to take over trucking completely. They're just not. They're looking for applications that they can be useful and bring value to. Those certain applications. They're never going to run the mountains of Colorado down Downers Pass in the middle of the snow. They're not processing that. They're going to be a lot of the Southern Highway. They've approved that through different states and things like that, but they're not looking to take over all of trucking at all, to be completely honest.
Yeah.
But whatever value they can bring in certain segments, they're going to. And I don't think people understand that application of them. But you didn't really get any pushback on that. So where the hell were all the self-driving people?
I mean,
And
the guy who just been advocating for it, he's not that bright. He's pretty stupid. And when the shit
we saw.
they disappear. I think these. I don't know, man. Just the more I do this content as time goes on, the more I think people are just lost and in la la land and just stupid, bro. I used to not try to say the word stupid and dumb, but it's like I've run out of nicer words to say, bro. And I have to like really call this shit for what it is, bro. This shit is ridiculous. And then when they try to, argue to you with the shit, they have no logic. They have no facts to substantiate their point. Their argument is nothing, bro. It's just nothing, bro. And it's starting to fatigue me, bro. So I have to come with a new approach, and it's going to be harsher, and it's probably going to turn some people off. But I'm prepared and I'm built for it, and I might have to just go harsher.
Yeah, well, that's what. Well, you were working on some stuff that I didn't want to screw up, but but if you're not,
I don't think that's going to go. Here's the thing: the contract negotiations with that is just things in the contract that I just don't agree with. No matter how much money, I have integrity, and if I needed the money, then yeah, I would have definitely, cleaned up my act and took religion out, and I can't, if I want to say thank God, man, I'm gonna say thank God, bro. See, and this is something that people don't know. So when I see these trolls and shit like that, I'm like, dude, y'all, the people in the Discord know, like, dude, you know how many deals I turned down, bro? Like,
well, I know.
Do you know how many deals I turned down? You talk 5 figures, bro. Like, dude, I got integrity. You know what I'm saying?
No, I understand that. That was the one, like I said, I didn't know. And that was with me. And I didn't want to be, come on and do a show and cause you to have that, to lose that opportunity if they were to do that. But if you're not going to do that and you're still looking to do a show, I'm down, to be honest, to do
the negotiations when they sent that last contract, and then I sent the revisions, then they got back, and it's just the conversations went from, I think the most, our conversations have been every day. And then at one time it was a week lapse, like 2 weeks ago, and then they came back last week, and then the negotiations were consistent. The emails were consistent back and forth throughout the day. But that last rewrite, when they okayed the podcast option versus the scripted option, podcast option built in, they okayed it, and I sent the what it would look like as far as the how it would be built into the episode. Obviously, Christmas was 2 days from there, because I think that was last Monday, and then the conversations just kind of faded, because then there were some other things that I want changed in that contract, and I just don't think they they're gonna go for that because it was things that they had that they wanted me to change. They wanted me to take all this shit off the desk. I get it. Like I can't. This is built into the set, bro. Like I just, bro, fuck it. Like I don't got that. They like this can't be on this screen, bro. I don't know, bro.
That TV set is that a TV? Is there a monitor? Is that plugged in? What is that? Yeah,
that's a TV.
So can you run the chat to that?
I could put whatever up there.
Chat. You could run the chat to that and have the chat running behind you sometimes to give some movement too, or is that just a regular TV set? Can you run another cable out of an HDMI and plug it into the back computer and then pop out the chat?
Sure, I could put this screen up there.
You should pop out the chat and then put the chat on that one. Below the chat, right up, fill the whole screen.
Yeah, I could put whatever up there. Just
that'd be pretty badass too. You should actually put my show back there, and you should just run my show back there.
I think there's something in the software for YouTube where you'll get copyrighted. Because I remember Kirk was doing a live stream, and he has a TV, but he plays like videos, and something popped up that was copyrighted, and they shut his stream down right then and there.
They're going to copyright strike you for that. I wouldn't copyright strike you for that. So you should just play my show 24/7 back there. You know what I'm saying?
Sounds good.
I'm just saying. I mean, we can work that out. But no, you could probably pop out the chat, throw the chat back there, and then when you switch the screen, that might look pretty good. To be honest.
Yeah, I have.
So,
what
do you do when the flowers come down? You put the things back up?
Yeah, I put the figurines back up. Flowers just got another day or two, and then they're coming down. I got to water them. But yeah, about another day or two, and they'll come back down, and we'll go back to the purple.
Bro, I mean, I think you're going to start grabbing some traction. I mean, you're definitely, and I'm definitely sending people that do the thing. Have you watched Mark the Mentor? Then no. Okay, go to YouTube, type it in. That's the guy. Yep, click on that. But I think you're going to start grabbing some traction. I wouldn't, like I said, I agree with you with the company thing. I think they were just asking too much, and if they weren't willing to take that out, I'd walk away.
It was a big deal, big agency deal.
Yeah,
nothing never seen before in this space, so it would have been a big deal. But I just it's just certain things that I'm. If I needed the money, bro, like I would have did this shit, bro. Like it's a certain amount of money that is not gonna. It's got to take to get me to. All right, man, I ain't gonna mention God. All right, man, I ain't gonna do this. All right, man, I ain't gonna do that. Like it's gonna take a certain type of bag. 5 figures ain't enough.
Yeah. Plus, I think it affected. Like if I come on and mention something, that could get it tossed also, right? So whoever you would have on, maybe a caller.
Part of the contract, because if you're talking about Verizon, bro, it's like,
yeah,
it's a big corporate company, bro. So like it was a code of conduct.
Yeah.
You can't. With a company like that, you cannot be out here wilding out like that, bro.
Yeah, my code of conduct, I might not be able to pass code of conduct.
No, code of conduct, like I can't be going back and forth with people and, the shit that makes the show what it is.
Yeah.
You can't do that. This ain't sports. So if you got a guy like Shannon Sharp, look, they catching flack for what they said about the dude. I forget the dude who jumped up and grabbed the fan and smacked the fan the other day. They didn't say alleged.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So
yeah.
Right.
Okay.
So, in that situation, outside of that situation, most of the stuff that they're talking about is just sports. They're talking statistics. They're talking numbers. They don't engage with the chat. The chat isn't there, trolling them unless Shannon Sharp is having sex or something and he acts like he didn't turn his Instagram live on, but he's hitting a chick while he's live in the background. Obviously, days like that, you expect to get trolled, but for the most part, people on the internet may disagree with some of the stuff that they're talking about as far as it pertains to sports, but like these two guys are big. They got 20, 30,000 people watching them at the time. They're not engaging, bro. You know what I'm saying? So they're not going back and forth. They're not having those moments. They don't need to have that level of engagement in that type of space because it's sports and you got Ocho and you got Shannon Sharp. Whereas if you go to a niche like urban culture, music, you don't know this guy, but you watch academic stream, he's drinking Hennessy, he's getting drunk, he's spazzing out. His types, the type of people that advertise them, obviously casinos are advertised, they don't care, right? Casinos advertise Happy Dad, shit like that, right? Because you're pushing liquor, seltzer liquor, whatever that shit's called, and you're pushing gambling. They don't care, right? But
Well, you know what? Do you have a TikTok?
I do, but I've been posting in there in probably 2 years.
Okay, so bro, you can now go to TikTok, download the studio for Mac, and you can go live on TikTok from your Mac.
I don't want to.
Well, I'm gonna do it.
I don't
Fine.
do
You like
TikTok.
that.
I don't do Instagram, bro.
I see how you are. That's fine. Just kick me to the curb. Then fine. What I'll do is I can do this when we do the show and I multi-stream it. I'll also stream it to TikTok too.
I know I could reach a larger audience. People tell me all the time, but my integrity stops me from doing it.
It's not my integrity
stops me, and my just if I really wanted to do it, my integrity stops. Just I lack desire for increasing it for the monetization reasons. Like I'm not doing it for that, because then I would have took this deal. I would have just conformed. But I just I don't want to go on TikTok. I think they're stupid. I think it's a lot of dumb people.
They are.
And I think it's a lot of just yes men and just lack of thinking. And I understand that my approach, direct and straightforward with logic it's a waste of time, because over there I'm going to be, it's not going to be worth my while over there. Those type of people, they don't want that. They don't want real. They want what sounds good. Same thing with Instagram. So YouTube is a better platform for me, and it's comfortable for me, and I'm not really looking to just grow in numbers just because of people. Like I'm conscious of where I put myself. So
I mean, I understand. I on the other hand am not conscious of where I put myself. So I'm going to place myself into the land of the doomed, and I want to see if I can scoop up any dum-dums. So, but that's kind of my show, to be completely honest. But I definitely am interested in doing that and see some of the crazies from TikTok. Because you're right, that is TikTok. Unfortunately, sorry if you guys are on TikTok. I apologize. Actually, I don't. It is the land of the. That's usually the dumber of the people, to be honest. I mean, you have some people in there that are trying to educate those people, but that's like educating pre-K.
Waste of time, bro. It's a waste of time, and I just don't have time to waste on a platform with an audience that is looking to be sold a dream.
Well, I think we do. Like I said, if you're not doing that, and you want to start first of the year and start doing something, I think we can do shows together. I don't have a problem.
We'll give them a chance to see the revision. Yeah, the conversation just kind of dropped, but it is the holiday season, so I mean, if they accept the revisions, then we're gonna. I'll do it. But the likelihood of them accepting these revisions, I don't know, bro.
Sage has in the comment. Sage has white privilege. They're calling me a cracker. That's what they're calling me. So
who called you?
I never heard anybody calling my show yelling that. To be honest,
who called you that?
They didn't say that. I said that.
Oh,
which I'm cool with that. I don't care. But yeah, I think that I think that the phone has done a good job for you, to be honest, because you've got a lot of people that are a little nervous coming to video. I think the phone's definitely added to your show.
Yeah, it's just it makes the show go longer, which I kind of want the shows to go shorter, but then it fatigues me. Like, people don't understand, like, listening to these stories, different ones, and then having to solve people's issues. Like, I'm processing so much, and I really don't think a lot of people appreciate it. I don't like the haters and the trolls. We don't pay them no money. They're poor.
Yeah.
So that's my new thing. I create all the sauce ever since I've been in this truck, and all the lingo they steal, gigger and tweak and all that shit. I bring all the sauce. My new thing is poor. Notice I've been saying it a lot, right?
Yeah, I have. Yeah,
poor people, like it takes a lot to do this. Video edited content is way easier than this. It's easier. It's easier. Because you can just do the video, script it, write it out.
And then walk away.
Post it. Like with this, like you're live, you have to keep the show going. You have to be on the cusp with it. You don't know what to expect. You don't know, especially with me, I'm taking live callers. I don't know what each situation is going to present. And I have to be able to navigate through it and solve it and come up with solutions. And, every story is like my brain. And then I'm still got to keep the show going. I got to keep it entertaining, all while educating. And I got other shit going on in the background, reminding myself to look at the camera, switch camera. Okay, damn, I'm not on that camera. You know what I'm saying? Paying attention to the chat, remembering I got all this shit back here. I be doing a live stream. I'm like, damn, I didn't punch no buttons. I didn't do no drops that live stream. There's so much shit that I have that I don't even use because I forget to use it because I got so much other shit going on. I'll be talking to somebody a whole fucking 2 hours about cost per mile and I'll never
I don't give a fuck about a cost per mile.
Never hit the button. You see what I'm saying? And I'll be watching a replay or some shit like that. And I'm like, damn, I didn't hit the button. Like all this time, never hit the button. So it's just a lot going through your head. So once I get off these live streams, I go straight to the gym. But my head, most days it just be fatigued. Some days it be throbbing because my brain is constantly processing shit. I'm constantly thinking. I'm not in a chill, so.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard. There's times, like I said, to me, it can be exhausting. And then trying to do a show every day and come up with material and something to cover is hard. It's not easy. To not sound repetitive and stuff. So for me, the lives are a little easier than recorded just because I can usually keep things going and flowing. But like I said, even then I run out of basically the material and I'm like, okay, time to end the show. And I just have to understand that if I got nothing, just end the show. It's okay. Just end the show. It's okay for me to end it.
Yeah.
But that's the hardest part for me is, and most of the time people are telling me to end the show anyways. But no, that's usually what it is. That's the hardest part for doing the lives.
What, ending the show?
Yeah, for me, it's just when I get to the point that I have to end the show. Is the best part of me is for lives is just keeping it going and doing that. I have more fun doing the lives, but I just have my biggest part is I just have to realize that when it's time to end, it's time to end.
Yeah,
right. Cut out, and that's the hardest part is what I'm saying for the lives.
Oh, okay.
So for me, I enjoy I've done a couple of the edited videos, but to me, I enjoy I don't know. Are you getting copyrighted for your music in the beginning?
Every day.
Oh, you take copyrights?
Yeah.
Why?
Bro, and
Green.
I don't really care, bro. Like, and this is what I'm saying. Like, I don't be caring, bro. Like about that shit. Like, so to me, the intro music, it gives me that little 4 minutes to still get things together while the notification is sending out, and then it sets the tone for the show. Like each song is strategically played for a reason. Some people get it, some people don't. Like each song is strategic around the show. Like I'm just not picking random songs. Like if I'm playing like 100 racks like I did the other day, I'm finna talk about some money. Like if I come on today with this type of, I got smoke. If I play Young Dolph 100 shots, man, we finna send some smoke.
Well,
People that's been watching me, they know, they could tell which direction the show going by the music at the beginning.
What you're trying to say is because this music isn't in my algorithm, I can't understand the secret codes. Is that what you're trying to say?
No, I just think this is not your culture. So everything that I do, it's not done by chance. Everything that I do is done strategically. Everything. There's nothing that I do that's not planned. Even some of the shit that you see up here when I'm talking to people, even though I don't know what the call is going to be and I'm processing the call as it goes along, I'm listening to what a person's saying, but then I'm processing the response for that and the direction I have to go based on the engagement and other things that are going on. You know what I'm saying? So like with the lady that called earlier, okay, I knew I had to because I just did the show on the women. So I knew I had to touch on that and get a reaction or a response on based on that particular live, because we haven't had a chance to talk to a woman. Women don't really watch the channel, they don't call up. Her thoughts on that, right? Because that's still present, right? Because I just did that live stream. So I needed a woman's reaction and her thoughts to solidify what I was saying there. You see what I'm saying? So I had to make sure I got that. Then I had to navigate through that conversation in a way where it's educational, but just entertaining. There's other people in the space that go live from time to time, and I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. And it's not no shade or nothing. We just facts. This shit boring, bro. My shit used to be boring back in the day. When I first started streaming, shit used to be boring. Why? Because it was boring. It's not this is, you have to like, it's a lot that goes with this shit, bro. There's a lot that goes with this, and I know the audience doesn't really know and don't understand. It's fine, but it's a lot that goes with keeping that engagement there and being able to talk for 3-4. Dude, I've done live streams where I was on 9 hours, bro.
Yeah, I used to do those. I don't do those anymore.
You know what I'm saying? And we'll have a wave of people come, people leave, and then we have a whole new wave of people come. It'll be 100 people, then it'll go down to 70, but then it'll jump up to 130, like prime time. You know what I'm saying? And then as people are coming, you got more people that are calling, and right when you think it's about to die down, you get that call, and then that sends people back up, and and people are staying, which is increasing the numbers, because what's going on right now is it's engaging to get people to stay. That as more people come in, the numbers aren't going down, because what's happening is interesting. And then the YouTube sees that, people are coming, the watch time is there, so they push it. I've just been able to successfully do that in this small niche and thrive because of, I just understand how to work a crowd and keep a crowd engaged, bro. Like when I was fucking with dude yesterday, like me, I don't give a fuck no way. I don't know this dude.
True.
Me poking at him was just a part of the engagement, because I knew that once he came up here and he said that shit, I'll say I got him. And I just took advantage of it. So off the cusp. So like a lot of shit is off the cusp. And then that turned into the content for today, as far as the lecture is concerned, right? Because I found an educational angle that I could still poke at him, right? Seeing if I can get another interaction with him for him to call in, which we did, but that was the attempt, right? But there's an educational aspect of it too, and I'm going to hit these bullet points of why what he's saying is foolish, all while trying to trigger him into another entertaining moment for the audience.
Yeah. No, I get it. I understand. Like I said, I don't know. I'm going to start, like I said, even some of the logistical stuff I'm looking to do after the beginning of the year is going to be tough, because some of the stuff's going to be right over people's heads is the problem. And that's the issue. But I don't know. I'm still going to do the lives. I like doing the vertical right now. But I am going to try throwing it at the TikTok and seeing what's going on. But I think my 10 minutes is up, Doc.
Yeah, good luck on that TikTok. I think you're too old, but whatever, bro.
What are you trying to say, bro? What are you trying to say? Too old?
I think you're too old, bro. I think like that audience over there, even the old people that engage over there, to me, it's weird, bro. Like every time I click that app on and I just scroll through it just to even give it a chance, it's just like, bro, I can't deal with it, bro. I'm too old, bro.
It's
I
age
can't dumb
discrimination.
myself down, bro, like that, bro.
Well, that
It's not good. It's not healthy.
I can't do. That'd be tough to dumb myself down.
Yeah, so and that's what I feel like you would have to do because the audience over there is looking for surface level information and that's it. You can't it's not a platform to like how I can come here for 3 hours now and just, you know, have conversations. Even with the guy who just called up before you, I saw something that he was doing and I just was just not good. Right. And I said, bro, you stop doing it. I explained to him what he's doing. He pushed back and I said, you pushing back is not good. Listen to what I'm telling you. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You keep making these excuses. Don't, bro. Like da. Broke it down. Like you can't do that type of shit. Like that type of long form here is that platform is not designed for that. I just don't see myself going vertical for 3 hours having conversations and fucking people putting shit on my head, fucking hats flying around and things flying across my face, mustache. Bro, I'm not with all that goofy shit.
Oh, that's
Not with all that. That's goofy to me, bro. I don't got time for that, bro. I'm fucking finna be 50 in 5 years, 4 years almost. My
I'm
birthday's
gonna be
coming up.
50 in 2 months.
Right. So like, you know, I'll crack jokes and you know, I'm in tune. Like the guy yesterday said, he said, man, stop letting Mark swag. And what do you say, Mark? Don't let Mark swag and what do you say, Mark swag and something else deter you off the fact he's an industry plant. And all. Like I got the swag. I understand, man. I'm a part of the culture. I'm in tune. But at the end of the day, I'm still my age, bro. And it's just certain things. Like I can talk the lingo. I can talk phono. You know, I know how to switch up, you know, depending on the environment when I'm in and around the city, you know, but it's just certain things as an older person that I just not going to do. I'm not going to do that, bro. I don't need to be live and I'm talking serious and somebody puts a fucking mustache on me. Some goofy shit, bro. I don't got time for that shit. That shit is stupid. Like, now you could go over there if you want to, but I'm not going over there, bro. You can
I'm just gonna basically do is just set it up and stream it and leave it, and see what happens. Like they'll have to, you know, I might bring in callers that way, but I might give it a shot. I mean, I've got the ability to do it with the system I've got now.
Yeah, I mean, you do it consistently. Probably, I heard you can really, really blow up.
Well, I don't know about me.
Blow up really, really fast. I heard over there. It's a lot of competition, but I guess if you can find an angle,
Yeah.
you know,
There's a lot. That's where the dumber truck drivers are. I ain't gonna lie. Sorry, there's a lot of dumb truck drivers over there, as we know. So if I can pull the dummies in, that'll be entertaining, but it'll be trucking related.
Hey, good.
So
Man, let me know when you get it started, man. I'll come over there. It's one guy, one of my followers has a show over there, Cargo something. I'll catch it every now and then. You know, if I'm in the gym late on a Friday and I remember, I'll go over there and I'll just listen in to support him because he's one of the subscribers. He does a show over there. And I'll just listen in and, you know, and but other than that, like a lot of the shit I see over there, it's just like, you know, it's just not. I don't see myself building over there. The money that's put into this production, that over there is just can't. It's not formatted for it, bro. So
yeah, Elon says he's gonna start paying more than YouTube. He's gonna start paying more for you.
I'm not even on X.
On X.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, I'm on X too, but I don't have any. I don't go live or anything on there.
Yeah, I'm not on X. I don't think I'll ever be on there. I don't. When I go to X, it's just racism and corn.
Oh yeah,
so
100%.
So I don't.
100%.
You know, I'll go over there from time to time, but like me being on there, you know, doing the show, it's just not. It's just not something that I would, you know. I'm just not interested in that, you know. So I think YouTube is cool for me, and I just, you know, just stick over here. You know, not everybody can get to it. YouTube is hard to break.
It is.
To break through on these other platforms. You know, a lot of people just don't want to put the work in that's needed to put in for YouTube. So they take the path of least resistance.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
And that's what most people do now. So it's hard over here. So
all right.
Yeah.
Well, I'll let you jump off here. You going later tonight, or you just going tomorrow?
I don't know. Depends if I'm up. If I'm up, but I was on late last night and I got right up in the morning, so I'm probably knocked out early tonight. So probably not.
What's your plan for tomorrow then?
His number
Oh, shit. Hang on.
856-600-4654.
Sorry, that was my fault.
I'm gonna do a show tomorrow afternoon. It's New Year's Eve. Like, I don't go out on New Year's Eve, bro. I haven't been out on New Year's Eve in probably 20 years, bro. It's too dangerous. That's too dangerous, bro. It's like I know you're a middle American up there in Maine, but you know, here I gotta get home. So you're dealing with crazy people in the city anyway, but now they're gonna be more crazier because there's gonna be a lot of drugs and liquor involved. So, you know, I you know, it's like driving is not an option. Catching a car service is like, you know, everybody's gonna be catching car services, right? So you know, you just might not be able to catch one, or you may be waiting. So, and I'm a responsible person, bro. Like, it's best to just have your little whatever you're gonna have, your drink or your bottle or whatever in the crib, and just be there. There's nothing in the streets for a guy like me on New Year's Eve but trouble, bro. When you go out January 1st here in the morning, all you see is carnage, wreckage, death, cars wrapped around poles. It's just bad every January.
It sounds like the Thunderdome. No, but I get it. I don't do anything on the YouTube. Well, first of all, there's nothing to do here on New Year's. I'm in the woods.
Mm-hmm.
I show you a screenshot. I'm in the woods, bro. So I don't do anything on New Year's either. It's just another day to me.
No.
Matter of fact, I'm working New Year's and New Year's Eve. I'll be working at the insurance company. I worked Christmas and I worked Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
Because nobody else did. Nobody else was here.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a show tomorrow, and I'm gonna do a show New Year's Day.
What you know what your topic's gonna be? Or no? Is there gonna be a pre-topic? What's your?
I don't know. I haven't thought about it yet. I doubt if it'll be anything like lecture based. Obviously, it's New Year's Eve, so probably be just a call-in show, maybe like a year-end wrap-up, year-end review type shit. Something cool.
All right, well,
laid back. Nothing too. Where, you know, I'm gonna put too much thought in for New Year's Eve. But yeah, I'll be here. Like I ain't like everything that I need for New Year's Eve. I already have it. So like I'll be here.
Me too. So for my truck's broke. Yeah, my truck is broke. I haven't had a truck for a month, and I'm not gonna have a truck until the 12th, probably the 13th. My front end of my truck broke. I don't even want a truck. All right, yeah, that's that. Maybe I'll jump on. I'll stream you or something.
You said what?
Maybe we can do. You want to do a show tomorrow? Maybe
tomorrow night.
No. Tomorrow during the day when you're gonna do your show.
I gotta do my show tomorrow.
Yeah. Well, you're just doing a call-in show.
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about my show. I got to do my Mark the Mentor show tomorrow, episode 30.
Yeah, well, when do you want to do like a co-show?
Oh, I gotta see what's up with the Verizon. I gotta give, because the deal might have the conversation might have paused because of the holiday. like I don't know. Maybe maybe they're not. Maybe the agency, when they corporate there, that was Monday. Wednesday was Christmas Eve. Thursday is Christmas. We're back to New Year's Eve. So if I don't hear anything back. Because communication was consistent. The longest last lapse was a week, but then it's been consistent.
When's your cutoff?
Negotiations for the past month. So I'll give them to mid-January, bro. Mid-January. If I don't hear anything back, then I know that they didn't want to go with this final revision.
All right, that's all we're waiting on that. Because right now, this is what I'm hearing. Listen, Sage, shut up until I hear back from the Verizon, then we'll go from there. Got it. That's all I had to say.
Well, I'll by Martin Luther King birthday, I'll know.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
All right, brother. Go to the gym.
All right, man.
All right. Thank you for having me on.
All right, later.
Thanks. First time caller, long time listener.
All right, man. All right. So, all right. I'm what does this say? Shout out to Beer Gut Boomer. All right, y'all. I gotta get out of here, man. Time to hit the gym. Chest day. I saw that lady, I think, kept saying, Mark, what's your email? Email is in the description on the homepage. Mark at the mentor Mark. Mark at the mentor Mark, if she's still watching. It's on the homepage, though, of the YouTube channel. But it's right there, too. For the young lady that called up earlier. Mark, please send the email. I just put the email in the chat. Diana Ray. I just put the email in the chat. All right? So if you're still watching. And it's on the homepage of the channel. All right, y'all. We'll be back tomorrow, man. If I don't see you to the New Year, Happy New Year, don't go do no dumb shit on New Year's Eve. Don't go do no dumb shit. I don't want to hear about it come New Year's Day. Don't tell me about this happened, that happened. You got a DUI. Mark, I got to GoFundMe. I got a DUI. I need help with a lawyer. I'm going to tell you poor. That's my new thing. You're poor, because only a poor mindseted person who got a trucking business will go out on New Year's Eve, and I'm going to get the same message tomorrow, and drink. When you run a logistics business and you're driving, CDL or not, and put yourself in a fucked up situation. You know what I'm gonna do if you come to me the day of New Year's and the second, and you tell me this shit? I ain't gonna have no sympathy for you. I'm gonna make you feel bad. You better off not tell me, because I'm gonna hold you accountable. I'm gonna say, why you do that goofy shit? Because I was in the house. Big Mark gonna be in the house. Big Mark ain't shit out there on New Year's Eve, but danger. Get you a little poo-poo. Get you a little drink. 1942, Castle Zool. You dig what I'm saying? Don Julio and Neo, Reposado, some shit like that. Don't get no cheap shit. Get some top shelf shit. Get some top shelf shit. All right? Don't go get no fucking, what Buddy ass drinking now on the street? Bacardi. What Buddy was drinking that Bacardi shit? If you go to the liquor store and you could just take your drink off the shelf, you ain't got to be like, hey, they got your shit locked up. Your shit got to be locked up or behind the counter. If you can just go to the liquor store or Walmart and just take your shit off the shelf and ring your shit out yourself, that's some cheap shit. I'm not bullshitting you. If your shit ain't locked up where you got to call, hit a button like, yo, I need a bottle of that Don Julio and Neo, and they got to come with the key and open it up and take it out. And like, yeah, it's going to be up front for you. It's got to be that situation, or you go into a liquor store and that they got shit out and then the shit behind the counter. If you can just grab your bottle, like that Bacardi shit Buddy ass was drinking, and just go to, you can grab your own shit, that shit cheap. Get you something that you need permit, you got to ask for. Get you a little chick. Even if you ain't got a chick, you single, I'm going to tell you what you do. If you got a chick, you can bring in a New Year hanky-panky, or you can bring it in like I'm going to bring it in, regardless of what's going on your knees, praying to God, thanking God that you made it through a year, another year, whether it was a good year for you or a bad year, you made it. And thank God for bringing you into another year. On that note, I'm out.